Alright everyone, we are back with another episode of Speedruns From the Crypt, your bi-weekly horror hotfix. I feel like I was just here saying something, but I don't know what. It's been interesting running this one more today. For anyone who does not know, I ran the previous show tonight, Bargainman, also known as the Thrifty Terror. I know just a few moments passed, but for anyone who is just coming in, that is the case for tonight. So we're going to our second set of themes, and it's kind of weird because I kind of planned like two different themes, and I guess going from the previous one, piggybacking onto this one, these games unfortunately cost more than $20, but that's okay because I wanted to have some fun with some Resident Evil, and especially the ladies of RE. There's a lot of cool heroines within Raccoon City, so I wanted to explore some games that feature those, especially with the announcement of Frame Fatales coming up next month. So that being said, we're going to be looking at a lot of the Resident Evil games. I will say, though, that these are the remakes, so the ones that you see here that you're wondering, is it remake or original? They will be the remakes. So, but we will be looking at a lot of cool categories and some just particularly fun runs that maybe you don't get to see every day. Anyway, I am your host, Dick Dices, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's show and hope you're all doing well. For our first run of the night, we're probably going into one of the most prolific horror speedrun categories ever at this point. I definitely took the horror community by storm. So many runners, a lot of talent, and more importantly, we're going to be showing you Resident Evil 2 Remake Claire A by Sneevil. So take it away.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing excellent tonight. My name is Sneevil, and we're going to be running Resident Evil 2 Remake today. I'm here with one of my good friends and also a really good speedrunner, Mondo. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Hi, guys.
And
That's it.
Mondo's underplaying himself. He's one of the best speedrunners in this game and has taught me a lot personally. So today we're going to be running Claire A Standard, which is the category. We're going to be running as Claire. We're going to be doing the A scenario, and we're going to be running it on standard difficulty. Now, this is the second most popular run, right behind Leon A Standard. And I think we're pretty much ready to go. The only other thing I have to say before the run is that it's mostly a glitchless run. There's not many glitches involved. We're pretty much going through the game like it's meant to be played, just very, very fast. So I'm going to count down after the second cutscene. So I'll let you guys know when we're about to start.
Look, man, I'm serious.
All right, so the run's going to start right after I skip this first cutscene. So I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. All right. So a little introduction to this game. We are running as Claire Redfield, and she's looking for her brother, Chris. If you don't know, Chris Redfield, he's in a lot of the Resident Evil games, a very main character.
Are you okay?
And we're going to start off at the gas station. Now, what Claire doesn't know, she's in a Resident Evil game. She doesn't know that there's about to be zombies everywhere. And another funny thing that we like to do as runners is we like to name the zombies. So this is my friend Frank. We have a good relationship, but unfortunately Frank's turned into a zombie, so we must shoot him. Unfortunately, we missed that shot. He kind of peeked out earlier than I thought, but that's fine. We're still able to dodge him. And let's move.
It's like a nightmare.
All right, so there's some cool movement tech involved in this run. I just did one of them. It's called the quick turn. And basically what I'm doing is before I turn, for 90-degree turns, I press the aim button before I turn. Now what that does, it stops Claire's movement. She doesn't move forward anymore. And it allows me to do a more tight turn. So instead of moving forward while I'm trying to turn, she just stops in place. And then we're able to do these perfect 90-degree turns. We use these all throughout the run. Now right here, you might be like, whoa, you're getting bit by a zombie. What's going on? And so there's a weird little thing in this game, a weird little trick with Claire. Now, there's 3 different, what do I call this? There's 3 different health things that you can be in during this run. So there's Fine, which your character is barely damaged. There's Caution, which is the next level down, and then there's Danger. So in this run, Claire actually runs the fastest while in danger. Now, this doesn't apply to Leon. It only applies for Claire. And so we're going to be trying to keep in caution throughout the entire run. If we go into Fine, if we go into danger, that's bad news. But we want to stay in caution, and this actually saves a couple of minutes throughout the run. And now we're in the RPD. This is the Raccoon Police Department.
Focus, Claire.
And the beginning of the run is pretty tame. We're just going to lift this shelf here. trick coming up. So this game, I should explain how the timing works. So we time it based on in-game time. So it's not, so when I'm paused, when the game is paused, the timer is not running, it's stopped. And there's a cool little trick we could do here with the zombie. So we're gonna pause. And as you can see, the timer is paused right here. So what this does, as soon as I unpause there, the zombie pops right out of the door. But if you were to do this normally without pausing there, the zombie actually bangs on the door 2 to 3 times. So the reason that we pause is because that zombie actually moves while you're paused. So instead of waiting the 2 to 3 seconds for him to bang on the door and open it up, it opens up instantaneously and we save a couple in-game seconds. All right, so this is my pal Marvin. Everyone say goodbye to Marvin because we're not gonna see Marvin again. Unfortunately, Marvin has been bit. You know that's bad news. So bye, Marvin. I'm sorry, we gotta leave you, man. I'm so sorry. And there's also something else I should probably explain. So there's something called difficulty adjustment in this game. Now, it was first introduced in Resident Evil 4. And what it means is that the game difficulty kind of changes depending on the way that you're playing. So if you are playing very well, for example, when you pick up items, when you shoot zombies, and when you kill zombies and stuff like that, the difficulty will actually get harder. Now, this means that the enemies might be faster, they might tank your headshots, and okay, there we go. And then also, you can make the game easier for yourself by doing things like getting hurt, dying, and missing shots. So that makes the game a bit easier. We want to keep the DA as low as possible just so enemies are easier to deal with. And you're going to see me headshot a lot of zombies, so that's the easiest way to get around them on standard difficulty. Shooting them once in the head usually gives you enough time to just get around them.
What was that?
And we're just going to continue down here. So the main mission for the beginning of the game is to get these 3 medallions. So these 3 medallions are going to unlock the lower floors of the RPD, and then we'll be able to fight our first boss. So that's our first goal. Okay, Eleanor. So that's Eleanor right there who's turning around. She's not nice, but she's being nice today. So something with the zombies in this game is that they're not always in the same position. So certain zombies will always be in one spot, other ones will change, so you kind of got to know which zombies will always be in the same spot and which ones will change. So you got to be a little bit on edge in certain rooms, but you kind of get to know their patterns and hopefully it gets a bit easier. Now that medallion puzzle that I just did, it always has the same answer. But you have to turn the dials a different amount of times every time. So always the same answer key from these medallion puzzles, but the solution to get there might be a bit different. Now right there, I aimed down at the ground, and what that did, there's a helicopter that crashes. Mondo, do you want to explain the helicopter strat?
Yeah, so make yourself face towards the wall, stagger, instead of staggering backwards and you lose distance, you instead stagger towards the other wall, which makes it like you're losing no distance. Saves about half a second. There's also, like at high level now, there's a small optimization where we don't use aim and we turn our character, but it's harder, but it saves roughly like the same amount of time, just like very small optimization.
All right, so now we're gonna grab some key items in this room. We're gonna use the fuse to get out of here. Without the fuse, we'd just be stuck in here for eternity, so we'll use that. And now we're gonna go back the way we just came through. However, something's changed. All the zombies have come out, and they're ready. So instead of this hallway being clear, now there's a lot of zombies around, but it's okay. I know what to do, I think. There is one zombie, so the first zombie we're gonna see here always does the same thing. However, the second zombie, I like to call him Vesty Man, and luckily he's right here in the middle. However, sometimes he can hide right around this corner and just grab you, so I'm happy he didn't do that. He's being really nice, Vesty Man, today. We're gonna use the bolt cutters here. That's the last time we're gonna use that. And we're gonna discard them very quickly and grab the detonator. We're gonna need this later to blow up a wall in order to get the third medallion. All right, luckily there's not a zombie here. Once in a while there's a zombie blocking your path. If he is blocking your path, all you need to do is shoot him. And Mondo, do you want to explain stair skating to everybody?
Yeah, so there's an animation in this game for going up and down stairs, and by tapping aim, it's essentially an animation cancel. So you will do the thrusting forward. So the game thinks like you're going from stopping, like from standstill to running. So it'll just thrust you forward instead of putting you into a slow animation. That's why we do it. It saves about 0.3 seconds each time you do it. So it saves probably a minute or so in the run overall. It saves a lot.
All right, and you just saw, so there's a new enemy type. Those are called the Lickers, but my chat named them the Chads. So if you ever hear me say Chads, I'm referring to the Lickers. And if you saw me there, I was looking backwards as I was running down the hall. Uh-oh, that guy was weird. So I was looking backwards while running down the hall, and what that does, so if you just run down the hall normally, the Lickers catch up to you very, very quickly. However, by looking back at them, they really don't know what to do. It confuses them. They're like, you're not scared of me. I don't know what to do now. So it messes up with their AI, and it makes them less fast chasing you. So it buys you a little bit of time. It doesn't work consistently every time, but it gives you a much better chance than just running without looking at them. And you're going to see us use that trick a couple times throughout the run. You want to explain?
Also, I'd like to bring up, sorry, I just wanted to bring up how, like, the way you dealt with that RNG I've never seen before. That might actually, I might
never
steal that
happened before.
Yeah.
All right, and that Licker right there. So there's a certain thing that I do with Lickers who have just spawned. So that one just spawned from the ceiling. And you saw that uh-oh. Okay, this is going to be weird. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, sorry. That was really scary. So there's a couple things to explain. So I looked up at the Licker. I find when they just spawned, when you look up, they just don't hit you. If I were to just run normally without looking up, I would have got slashed. But by looking up, it avoids you getting hit. And also, there was 3 zombies at the bottom of that ladder. And only 2 zombies can lunge at you at once. So if you see 3 of them on there, you kind of go back up and down the ladder. The ladder is a safe space. You cannot get damaged or grabbed when you're on the ladder. I'm not sure if Mr. X can hit you though, but for the zombies, they can't hit you there. And yeah, so I had to wait a little bit. They were in a really weird pattern, but we were able to get through without getting bit, so that was good. All right, now we're making our way to the first boss. So I'm going to be using one of the most powerful weapons in the game to beat this boss. We only need one weapon, and it is one of the most powerful weapons, and I will show you exactly what it does. I'm going to be explaining the fight right after I do it. It's really quick. All right, most powerful weapon in the game. And one of the most powerful weapons in the game, if you couldn't tell, is the knife. So the knife damage is actually linked to the frame rate. So the higher your frame rate, the more damage it will do. Now I'm running at 120 FPS, which is the highest frame rate allowed for the game. And at 120 FPS, I'm able to kill him in optimally around 14 to 15 slashes. However, if you were to go down to 60 FPS, it would take double the amount of slashes. It would take around 30. If you go down to 30 FPS, it'll be double that, so around 60. And the reason we cap the game at 120 is because if we let people go to like 500 FPS, it would kind of be pay to win. So we have a couple different categories. There's 120, and if you can't run 120, there's also 60, and then there's also console categories as well.
Worked with my mom, but he's gone.
All right, remember me talking about the Chads / the Lickers? We're about to meet some more of them.
Over there! It's closed.
So right now we're making our way to, I like to call it the Chad room. We've got a couple Chads just chilling, and we're gonna disrupt their peace. I'm so sorry, Chads. So going through this room for the first time, it's pretty easy. You just keep a line. That's the same every time. So we go by this guy, we bait his attack, and we stay along this wall, and this guy goes right over us. As long as you do it fast enough, you shouldn't have any problems. It's the way back that we might have problems with. We're gonna go over here, we're gonna grab this key. And now we gotta go back through the Chad room, all right. So I'm gonna do a little trick here. I'm gonna shoot on the floor. Now, any enemy in the game is actually attracted to your bullets. So whenever you shoot somewhere, that's fine. Whenever you shoot somewhere, they're attracted to it. So I shot there. Oh my goodness. So I shot there in order to trigger the lickers a little bit early. And just so they move out of my way so I'm able to get past them. Now that licker on the ceiling one, do you want to explain that?
Yeah, so when lickers are on the ceiling and
Must be where that guy
you're
came from.
facing away from them, and it can either be by aiming or walking or whatever, it'll force them to try to go for this like ambush jump animation. So we're pretty much just consistently baiting out a desirable enemy that otherwise it would just instantly grab us and we'd lose a lot of times. That's a bit of an AI maneuver.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not even that hard to pull off. It looks really complicated, but once you've done it 5 times in a row, it's pretty consistent to do. As long as you're aiming away from him and you don't aim too late, you're usually fine.
Honestly, the coolest looking one, in my opinion, is the one from Mr. X.
Yeah, that one looks cool. We'll get to that one soon. That's going to be cool. We grabbed another key, which is embedded in a picture frame for whatever reason. There's a lot of questionable design choices in this RPD. But I just stopped questioning them after like 1,000 hours of gameplay. You just stop thinking about it. And we're going to use the key here. We're accessing a new part of the RPD. We're going to go up here to grab some more main items that we need to progress through the run. Now right here, I'm going to open up this locker. We're going to need this for later. There's some handgun bullets in there. And I actually missed this dude. Now, it's not a big issue. You're going to hope that he comes into the room with you. And since he did, it's pretty much free. We don't lose any time. I am going to play it a little safe here. Normally, I just turn around. I'm going to go around, though, because the zombie seems to be quite close. And we're good. Luckily, that's one of the only headshots in the game you can miss and not really face any repercussions. So I'm glad that went fine. And we're going to go down here. We're going to activate a water thingy, a water pump. And it's going to put out a fire that's in the helicopter that crashed. And we'll be able to meet one of my really good friends. All right, so this is going to put out the fire. And my good friend is here. Hello, Fedora Man, aka Mr. X. How you doing today? How you doing? Oh, he looks angry. Oh dear. Okay. So he's not in the friendly mood. I mean, we've been out to coffee a couple times. I guess he doesn't remember. But this is the stalker type enemy of this game. He follows you throughout a lot of the game, but I find in the speedrun you don't see him very often. The next part that we're getting to is actually the part he could cause some trouble in, so we're all gonna pray that he does not show up after I do this next section. If he does, it can be in trouble. But you know what? We're gonna try to deal with it anyway. All right, I'm gonna discard this key. Excellent. And right here, I'm gonna look at the liquor. By looking at the liquor, it buys me a little bit of time to get through this door. If you don't look at all, he will just slash you. And we're gonna grab this lever for the library. Get out of there. We got through the door before it closed, which was good. Now let's see. No zombie here. There can be a zombie there, so I'm glad he wasn't. And Mr. X is here, I'm pretty sure. Oh no! Okay, we need to heal. But I'm hoping we could squeeze by through the door. Come on. Yeah! Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine. I'm happy with that. Sometimes he'll throw you into the room that has a bunch of zombies, so you'll get thrown, and then you'll immediately get bit by a zombie, so I'm glad that didn't happen. And Armando, do you want to explain why I shot outside the library?
Yeah, so once again, it's an AI, pretty much like, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of like a Schrodinger's cat type of manipulation, because sometimes the right corner when you enter can sometimes have a zombie there. Shoot to have the zombie face the wall as opposed to aggro to us. So in this position, zombie wasn't there, but there's no way for us to know, so that's why I call it like a Schrodinger's manip. It's like one of those things where you skip it for half a second of time save. You're gonna regret it if it doesn't go the right way.
Yeah. And it buys you a little bit of time because the zombies will be moving towards the bullets, so it gives me time to push those shelves. Luckily, Mr. X didn't catch up to us. Sometimes he'll go right up behind you as you're pushing the shelves and just punch you, but I'm lucky that didn't happen. We got out of the library unscathed, so that's very good. And right here, we're just doing a little bit of a puzzle. It's pretty easy once you know what you to do. We're just switching around these gears in order to get the second electronic piece, which is going to grant us access to the next part of the game. All right.
That worked.
So here's the electronic piece. I'm going to be going out this door this way, so I want to keep an herb on me at all times. Oh no! This is why I keep an herb on me at all times, if you're wondering. So you want to stay out of danger. Claire goes really slow in danger. I think I'm going to shoot this guy. I didn't like that. You can get around him if his back is facing to you, but I didn't feel confident in that. But yeah, you want to have an herb on you at pretty much all times, just in case, especially for marathon runs, where you really want to stay out of danger. So we're just going to try to have an herb all the time, and then we could just heal if we go into danger. All right, so we're going to go into this room. This puzzle is the same every time. I'm going to need to concentrate, though, because it's kind of technical. All right, now we're done with Claire for now. We're going to be turning into Sherry. Now, Irons took Sherry, hid her in an orphanage. It's not good news for Sherry, but we're going to help her escape. And this puzzle right here, Mondo, do you want to explain this puzzle?
Yeah, so this puzzle, just like the medallions, has a fixed position. So, like, the symbols you want are the same. However, the starting position of the blocks is always different. And, unlike medallions, though, blocks can start on the symbol that you need. Because medallions actually can't start on the symbols you need, because otherwise you could just spam the button and then it would solve. So I guess they didn't want that to be a thing. But this puzzle, you get a very rare RNG where you actually get an insta-solve where you place the first block and then it instantly solves.
Yeah, I got that like a month ago. I've only seen it twice in my life, I think, where you only have to move one block. But yeah, there's really low odds of happening. But if you do, there's a lot of time saved there. But there's no way to try for it since it's so rare. You'd have to do like 2,000 runs and just hope you get it. And I don't think that's really worth it for anybody. And Sherry's movement, yeah, sorry, Mondo?
Sorry, I just wanted to say, I think the probability of that happening, about 1/4 to like the 4th powers.
I don't know math, but I know that's rare. I know that much.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
I think that's 1/250.
Yeah. Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, super rare to get the perfect RNG for that puzzle. So now, in order to help Sherry escape, we're gonna grab this key. And right after this, Irons is gonna be chasing us. So we gotta go as fast as we can. Normally it's pretty easy to outrun him, but if you get caught on a corner right there, he can grab you. Luckily, that's very rare though if you're paying attention to what you're doing. I've done it a couple times though, I'm not gonna lie. And this part is the same every time you play it. We're pretty much just hiding from Irons. And we do the same thing every time. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna wait for him to come up the stairs. And while we're waiting, we don't really have much to do, to be honest. But I do like this part of the run. Personally, I prefer it over the Ada section with Yuju and Leon. The Ada section's a little bit more action intensive, where I find this very relaxing. I could just sit here and catch my breath, prepare for the next parts of the run. So personally, I like this section because it gives you a little bit of time for breathing. But yeah, it's the same every time. We're just gonna wait for Irons to do his pattern.
So while we have a moment, what actually got
Yes?
you into wanting to speedrun Resident Evil 2 remake?
Oh, wow. Okay, so the first time I discovered Twitch, I Googled I searched up Resident Evil, and the first thing I saw was, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Orchlon, and I saw that he was speedrunning this game, and I was watching it. I hadn't even played this game yet, and I was like, wow, this is impressive, but I didn't think I could ever do this. This was actually my first speedrun game, so just watching the runs and like, watching other people run it and getting into the community really made me want to run it myself. So as soon as I did my casual runs, I pretty much immediately started running the game. All right, guys, we gotta hide from irons, though. Where's the best spot? Okay, right here. This is perfect. 10 out of 10, he'll never see us. Never. Irons, I'm right here. Oh, he can't see us. So for some reason, irons cannot detect you when you're standing right here. I try to line up Sherry's shoulder with the green thing, and then her foot is barely touching the carpet. If you're in this position on standard difficulty, he's not gonna see you. So we're just gonna wait for him to mosey around and not see us, and then we're just gonna wait for him to open this door right here.
This is your last fucking chance.
But yeah, this game is great for new runners. Like, this was the first game I ever ran. It got me into all other speed runs. I started speedrunning like the OG RE3. I speed ran the remake of RE3. And I don't think any of that would have been possible if I just didn't start and take the leap and try to speedrun this game. So I'm so glad that I did. All right, now we're just gonna run away from irons. It's okay though, irons is quite slow until he isn't. You guys will see what I mean. And if you notice, I'm doing this weird shuffling with Sherry. I call it the Sherry Shuffle. Now, instead of stair skating like you would with Claire, obviously Sherry doesn't have a gun, so we can't use the aim stair skating. But by hitting the A and D keys back and forth, it allows you to go down the stairs faster. Here's Johnny! Sorry, I couldn't miss that one. Oh dear, that was a weird turn. Yeah, I don't know how Irons gets down there so fast. He's pretty much all the way up the stairs, and then he just teleports down. I guess teleportation is the thing in the Resident Evil universe. I don't know. But now we are done with Sherry for the run. We're back to Claire, and we're going to be making our way back to the sewers.
Good to see you again, Claire.
Just you wait, asshole.
All right, so we have a new key card as well. And this is going to allow us to leave the RPD. We're not coming back. We're done with this place. We are done. And since I don't have an herb on myself right now, I do want to grab one. So we're just going to grab this one right here. And we're going to keep going. I want to make sure I have an herb at all times, or else that can spell disaster. So we want to avoid disaster today. Disaster is not good. We want to make the run as smooth as possible. All right, we're back at the parking garage. We were here earlier. But now we can finally escape. And right here, I'm going to bait Mr. X to punch me. I'm not going to let him, though. He's not allowed. And what this does, it just allows me to have enough time to wait for this gate to open without him coming up behind me and punching me, so... All right, so we're out of the RPD. We're free, but not really. The difficult parts of the run has just begun, let me tell you. All right, so there's two zombies over here. I'm just going to be shooting the one that's on my left. You can't see him yet. And we should be able to get through without any issues. All right. Nice.
Looks like the only way forward.
And we are making our way to a new enemy type. You guys, if you're familiar with Resident Evil games, you're probably familiar with the zombie dogs. Now, a lot of people say dogs are free. I concur, they are not free. They like to mess up all my runs. So we're gonna hope that the dogs are free today. But let's not push our luck. All right, so this dog, we're just gonna walk straight by him. He's not hungry right now. I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe he just wants pets. Poor doggo. And this dog that's coming up, however, has 3 different patterns which it can do. The first pattern, let's see what we get. The first pattern is he does nothing. That was perfect. The second pattern is that he can jump at you. And the third pattern is he does the same thing pretty much that just happened. However, he will kind of snarl at you. He's going to turn his head and snarl. And if you see that, you need to make a quick turn right after the car or else he's going to bite you. Yeah, now we're at the orphanage, which Sherry was just at. However, making our way inside, we notice Sherry! She's nowhere to be found. Sherry, where have you gone? I wonder if anyone else is here. Oh dear, it's Irons. We avoid Irons. Goodbye. Oh, he's dead. Okay, that's perfect. All part of the plan. All part of the plan. All right, a mysterious ladder. I wonder where it goes. I have no idea. I've never played this game before.
Sherry!
We're gonna be going down the stairs. And Sherry! Is that Sherry? Oh, I don't see her yet. Yeah, there she is. There she is. So me and Sherry are back together again. For now. Right here, Mr. X is chasing us. However, if we go fast enough, he's not really an issue as long as you don't slow down at all. But if we do go fast enough here, there's a cool audio glitch which can happen, and we'll see if it happens.
Keep going.
Claire, are you alright?
Go, go, go!
All right, so see how Claire's like, go, go, go! That's not supposed to be happening right now. So that's how you know you did that part fast enough, is because you get the audio glitch. She just keeps talking like Sherry's still behind her, but she's not. Hurry, keep going! And then she just interrupts herself with her other voice line. So yeah, that glitch, it's just a little audio glitch. It does nothing for the run, but it's a little bit funny. And now we're in the sewers. Very clean, as you can see. That was sarcasm, by the way, if you couldn't tell. It's not clean at all. We're in the sewers. And there's gonna be 2 zombies. Once I go up this ladder right here, there's gonna be 2 zombies in this room. Now, you need to be quick in this room. I need to shoot the first zombie right away and run. So we're gonna see if this works. Ah! Sketchy, I know, but it works every time if you do it properly. I always think he might grab me at the last second, but as long as you're fast enough, he will just go right by you. So that went perfectly. Something else about the sewers, we're going to be encountering a new enemy type soon, and they're called the G-Adults. The only way I can really describe them right now is very blobby. If you see a blobby enemy, know those are the G-Adults. You'll be able to tell right away. And, the G-Adults, my chat has named them Hubert, so I call them Hubert. You can call them Sir Hubert, maybe they'll like you better, but honestly, they're pretty mean. Right here, I'm going to stay along the left side of the staircase. And I'm gonna shoot this zombie in the face. Now, staying on the left side, see that zombie who just tried to grab me? Staying on the left side actually doesn't let him see you right away, so you have a bit more time to get down the stairs and get out of the way. If you were to go down the staircase in the middle or anything like that, he would see you and just try to bite you right away. All right, are we gonna see Hubert? Everyone say hi, Hubert! Bye, Hubert! Oh dear, he's throwing stuff. He's very aggressive today. Maybe we gotta stay away from him. But yeah, so the G-Adults, they're kind of a weird enemy. So when they grab you, they have a chance of poisoning you, but you do have a chance to escape. You could use a knife or a grenade, which are your defense weapons, and you can use that to get rid of them grabbing you. We do want to avoid them at all costs, though, because our knives, as you can see, they're very powerful, very precious. So we want to try to keep all of our items if we can. All right, we're going to grab these handgun bullets. We also picked up a chest plug. We're going to need 3 of those. And we also picked up some extra inventory space to make things a little bit easier on ourselves. Now, Hubert can show up right here. If he does, I just shoot him once. He goes back in the water, but luckily he wasn't there. All right, these zombies right here are perfect. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Excellent. So if they're both on the ledge like that, I'm usually good going on the right side of them and just going up. Works 99% of the time. And right here, we're above Hubert City, as I like to call it. It's where all the Huberts congregate. They hang out, and they don't like when people disturb their peace. So we gotta be careful down here. There's 2 main... Why won't you get up, Claire? There's 2 main Huberts that we need to deal with. The first one is right here under the water. You're gonna see him pop back up over here. We're just gonna shoot him once. That's gonna give us enough time to get around him without getting grabbed. And the second Hubert, so there's a wall on my right. We do not want to touch this wall. We want to get as close as possible without touching the wall. I do find if you touch the wall, Hubert will grab you. So you want to get close to the wall, but not too close that you touch it and get grabbed. All right, this room's kind of has a lot of movement text. So Mondo, do you mind explaining this room? If there's anything to explain, really?
Yeah. The movement here is just like extremely tight. just because it's just very small, and then also you have this zombie right here. Like if you grab the spark shot, you have to deal with this guy, and this guy can give many different patterns. So that's actually the free one.
Yeah, I'm lucky he's on the floor. All right, we're gonna have to get rid of our extra knife here. I have too much in my inventory. Do that real quick. And then have room for this plug. Now we got all 3 plugs to progress out of the sewers, so that's good. We don't like being in the stinky sewers. However, right after the sewers, we have another boss. And this boss, how do I describe this boss? This boss sucks. That's how I describe it. It kills a lot of runs. You're gonna see the boss in a couple of minutes. But just know this is a big reset point for runs, so I'm hoping it goes well. If it doesn't, we are able to load the autosave. So there's autosaves that go on throughout the game, like checkpoints. And we will be able to reload if we die. It's not a big deal, but, you know, we're going to try to avoid that as much as we can. We're going to try to avoid dying. All right, we were lucky there. We didn't... Sometimes there's Huberts in your way. Luckily, there was none there. And there's going to be a surprise Hubert. And we're... Oh, dear. Okay, that's fine. That was a little bit sketchy. I missed the first shot, but it's okay. I actually didn't need to use a shot on the Huberts earlier because they weren't there, so honestly, we're good with ammo count and everything. If you do get grabbed there, say I got grabbed there, it would not have been good news. I would have had to use my knife. It just would not be good for the run, so I'm glad that went well. These zombies are a little bit annoying, yes! That Vesty Man zombie, as I like to call him, sometimes he's in a weird position and will just grab you. Luckily, he had his back to me, so we were good to go. All right, making our way to the second boss. I can't count anymore. This is actually the only time we use the inventory box in the run. We're going to drop off a couple things we don't need anymore. And this puzzle right here is always the same every time you do it. So we're just going to do this right here. All right, so let's hope this boss goes well. This is honestly the boss I'm most scared about. I'm going to be quite honest. I don't like this boss at all, especially for marathon runs. At least if you're running like for PB attempts, you can just reset the run, you mess up. But this, there's no going back. All right, Mondo, do you want to explain the boss fight? Because I'm going to be a little bit busy.
So, 2 is considered like even the reset point at high level, because if you get hit by the crane, you'll die. And if he also is not, if your positioning is incorrect, he will also grab you. So that will also cause you to die. And then also the crane can just completely miss if he's too close to the button, because he won't be far enough on the platform. So there's just a lot of stuff that can happen that will use a ton of time. And it'll be off cycle, and then the boss can go so wrong. But there's 2 different patterns here, and we'll see what people gets.
Perfect. I like this one better.
Yeah, there's either a jump or a slash, like a triple slash. And she got the triple slash, which is a bit... You can take your time to pick up the items there instead. Whereas the jump, you gotta instantly start slashing, or he'll just hit you again. And you can actually, fun fact, you can tell the RNGs based on the sound, because there's 2 different distinct sounds, so you can tell right away as you hear.
Yes! Sorry, I'm really happy I didn't die. That went perfect. Yay! Nice. And if you're wondering why I changed, you saw me go into my settings, and I changed my image quality. Now, what that does, you're only allowed to do it for the boss fights. But turning it down to 50%, it actually allows your frame rate to be more steady. And the frame rate is extremely important to be as maximized as you can, because your knife damage is linked to the frame rate. So we just do that to make sure the frame rate is as high as it can go. All right, now we're back with Sherry, but Sherry's infected. I know, it's sad, but it's okay. We're going to the labs. We're going to find her a cure. Everything will be fine, at least in theory. And we're just going to make our way down to the cable car. This part's pretty relaxing. Before the insanity, which is the labs, which we're about to step into. So I hope that section goes well. But honestly, I'm really happy how the run's going so far. been really, really good. Especially for marathon runs, like, stuff can happen. There's a lot of different things that the zombies can do. We've got good patterns so far, so I'm really happy about this. All right, making our way to the cable car.
Good.
Operation Save Sherry. This is the mission.
Okay. Better check everything. There's no turning back.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final.
I kind of like how they give me some breathing room right before the sewers, because you guys are going to see how crazy it gets. There's a new enemy type, which actually we encounter in the labs. And did I say sewers? I meant labs, by the way.
Just hold on, Sherry.
But in the labs, there's a new enemy type called the Ivies. Now, if you're familiar with the Ivies, in the original Resident Evil 2, they're annoying, they could poison you. But in this game, if they grab you, if you do not use a defense weapon, such as a grenade or a knife to get them off of you, you die. It's an insta-kill. And our knives and grenades are very important. We do not want to get grabbed. So that is our biggest goal of the labs, besides just not dying in general, is to just not get grabbed by an Ivy, because that's not good news. All right, we're going to get this wristband. It's pretty much like a key that you level up. You get different levels, which unlocks different doors. And we're going to go this way. I'm going to shoot this door. Now, as I said before, zombies are attracted to your bullets. So there's a zombie on the other side of the door, and by shooting that door, we're hoping he walks towards the door and out of our way. So we're about to go past him. And we're gonna be able to tell if we did this right or if it worked. So when I go into, not this room right here, but the next room, we're gonna listen to hear if the zombie growls at us. He did not growl, so that is good. And we should be able to get past him for free. At least we hope, at least we hope. All right, I grabbed the other wristband upgrade. I also grabbed an upgrade for my spark shot. And right here, we're gonna hope he doesn't grab me, and we are good. So see, he got attracted to exactly where I shot, and we're good to go. That's the first part of the labs. There's, I think, 4 sections to the labs, so we're done the first one.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested by Chief.
And I'm gonna reload my spark shot. I did grab some extra spark shot bullets, which I normally wouldn't, but the spark shot is a great weapon. When you shoot any enemy with it, it usually stuns them for long enough that you can get past. So I grabbed a couple of bullets just for safety. I normally wouldn't do it, but safety, I like the idea of not dying, so let's grab those bullets. And we're making our way to the second and most brutal, most run killer part of the labs, the EO2 East area. When you see this, you run away. You run away because it's bad news. You do not want to go in here voluntarily, but I'm a speedrunner. We got to make it to the end of the game. And luckily, I still have an herb on here. I don't need to grab another one. But we're going to be seeing a lot of the new enemies, which are the Ivies. And there's one of them in this room, so you can get your first look at the Ivies. There he is. You stay away from me. We're going to grab a flash grenade. And then we're going to do this puzzle, which is just the same every time. We just input 2 codes. All right. We're going to grab this item here. So the goal for right now is we're going to get a capsule, and we want to fill that up with, like, I don't know what to call it, like poison gas. Basically, what it's going to do is it's going to kill all the plants that are in the next room. So that's our goal for right now. We're going to grab this. It's empty, so we need to fill it up. And then we're going to come back here and kill all the plants in this room. All right, now this puzzle is always the same. Oh, I actually moved this in the wrong spot. Let's just switch that real quick. And I'm going to concentrate. Red.
Engaged.
Green.
Adjust amount of solution
Blue.
to match cartridge
Red.
capacity.
Green. What's next? Blue. Red. Green. All right, I hate that puzzle. So the thing is, if I press green at the wrong time, I'm pretty much on my own to solve the puzzle. And me, I'm not good at solving puzzles, so you want to make sure you follow the pattern. Sometimes it'll eat your input, and you'll think you're going to hit green, but you actually hit red or something like that. So I like to take that puzzle a little bit slow just to make sure we don't mess it up. All right, Alright, so ivies, as you can tell, they have little bulbs all over them, those orange things. Now, shooting those will stun the ivy usually long enough for you to get past. So we take advantage of that. And we are coming up to the worst room in Resident Evil 2 Remake history. It's also a Chad room, but there's no Chads left, or yet. And we're gonna throw a grenade right there. There's 3 zombies on the floor. And we're just gonna kill them all, so when we come back through this room, they're not gonna be an issue. Now, Mondo, I'm gonna need you to take over, because I need full concentration for this section. I hate this part.
Yeah, so, this part of the run, you're pretty much getting the signal modulator, which you need to restore power to a couple of rooms, the labs. So, like, these stairs will have 2 zombies that the flash for. If you don't go for the spark shot route, shot these guys, but because the difficulty adjustment is so high, spark shot up, you have to flash there, but it went pretty well. They both got flashed. Also,
Yes, perfect.
Nice.
Sorry.
This is actually a strat I came up with. Just to, like, toot my own horn, I guess. It's a strat where, so it doesn't look like very much, but you hit the floor, makes them go.
Okay, I think I made a mistake. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. This is very intense. We're good. We're good. The only thing is I do not have an extra herb on me now. So, yeah, we're going to hope that when we go back through that room, they're not going to hit me at all, because we're going to be in danger. Also, if you die here, I'm sorry if I interrupted you, Mondo, by the way.
That's fine.
But if you die here, the last checkpoint, like, I don't even know where it is. Like, it's like 3 or 4 minutes behind, so wish me luck. I'm gonna be in full concentration mode, and we're gonna hope not to get hit at all. This is really risky, but we risk it for the biscuit. This is GDQ. Let's do it. Good, 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 good. This looks great! Yes! Okay, we're not dead, guys. Claps, we're not dead. I'm so relieved. Hopefully there's no ivy up here, because this ivy has grabbed me before. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to go... I'm going to shoot this bulb right here. Okay, that took a little bit long, but that's fine. The last time when I tried to go behind him, and another strat is to go behind him and knife him. Sorry, I almost got grabbed there. But last time I got grabbed doing that, so I saw another runner by the name of Super King Andy actually shoot him in the shoulder there. So I learned that today. I'm glad I could pull it off. I didn't realize I'd need to do that, but okay, everything's going well so far. No problems. And we're gonna grab the 3rd last wristband. This is gonna grant us access to the 3rd boss. And we're just gonna run out of here as fast as possible. I'm gonna switch to the spark shot because I'm gonna need to use this in the next room. I'm actually gonna go around this table. You can go on the right side of the table there, but there's an Ivy there and he grabbed me last time, so I'm not taking any risks. And we have Mr. Ivy Man here. Hopefully the other one doesn't get too close. And we're good. Excellent. I'm really happy with this so far. I'm sweating, but I'm really happy with this. We're going to grab this herb just for safety. And then we're going to keep going to the next boss. Now, this boss isn't too difficult. With a lot of practice, he's pretty consistent. But there is a couple problems that can happen. We're going to hope none of them happen. And that it's smooth sailing. So let's unlock the next... what do you call that? Bridge. And making our way to the 3rd boss. And surprisingly, we're only like 10, maybe less than 10 minutes from the end of the game. It's really not a long run. I find it like the perfect length for me. Also, you're able to pause during the run, which makes it good if you need to take a bathroom break or anything like that. All right, perfect. So we just restored power to this part of the labs. And we are almost at the 3rd boss fight. I'm gonna make sure I have my knife equipped. We're also gonna need the spark shot. And that's pretty much all the weapons we need for this boss fight. So we're ready to go. So the boss is gonna start once I come back through this room. We just gotta hit a computer first. Grab the vaccine for Sherry. and then we're good to go.
Thank God. The antiviral agent.
Ooh, I hate this fight, but I think it'll go well. All right, we're gonna change the image quality to 50%, make sure our frame rate is as maximized as possible. And let's hope this goes well.
Class A breach. Small target sequence.
Mondo, you want to explain what I'm doing with the knives?
Yeah, so E3, and casually, if you hit him in the front, he will instantly get up, but with the knife being such a high DPS weapon, you can pretty much knife his back to keep him on the ground as long as possible, and it gives us enough time to do enough damage to kill him before he grabs the wall.
Hopefully, yes, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you take too long there, he's gonna grab this wall that's right there, and like, it takes like 30 seconds. It's a super long animation. Yeah. So you want to kill him before he goes into that phase.
Also, like, the way we do this fight compared to casual, we're pretty much skipping like 3 phases. The knife is just too broken in this, honestly.
Yeah, he'll usually like try to trash the room. There's a whole bunch of like weird containers that blow up that he throws around normally. But we skip all of that by just knifing him. Knifing him right away. All right, now we're almost done. I can't believe it. I can't believe we haven't died yet. I think I just jinxed myself though, so let's not say that. And we're gonna go save Sherry. Gonna go pick her up, give her the vaccine, make her feel better. And then we're gonna be making our way to the 4th and final part of the labs, the final part of the game. And obviously, since it is the end of the game, there will be a boss waiting for us.
Sherry, can you walk faster?
Yeah.
I don't want to rush you, but we have to go.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level.
All right, so we can finally access this elevator. And pretty much right now, we have a good 10, 15 seconds to just, maybe even 30 seconds to just chill, observe the scenery. We're gonna see some nice scenery down here. Well, it looks cool anyway.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate.
Wow, pretty. I'm acting like this place isn't gonna self-destruct in like 5 minutes. It's all gonna blow up. Sorry, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. But this is a Resident Evil game, so there's gotta be a self-destruct sequence somewhere.
Thank you for being so nice to me, for helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
Really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place.
Immediately to the bottom level train platform.
All right, here's the final part of the labs.
Attention.
There's nothing much to do in this room. There is one knife I need to grab, though, and we're gonna be using that on the final boss. We're gonna grab that. And then we're gonna hold this door open for Sherry. Now, normally, if you don't hold this door open, Sherry takes a couple seconds to open it herself, but we're just gonna hold it open for her so she can get on this elevator a bit faster. Now, there's some IVs down here. These IVs are not a problem to deal with in the Claire scenario. Pardon, what did you say?
Sherry, run!
I'm sorry, Mondo, if I interrupted you. But these IVs are pretty easy to get past. If you're on Leon, there is a chance they'll grab you. But since we're on Claire, we could just run past them. They're still waking up. They haven't had their coffee yet. And in this room, there's going to be some more IVs.
Stupid thing's locked.
And this is honestly, this shows what I love Sherry. Claire's like, oh, I don't know what to do. I can't get around here. And then Sherry's like, I got it. I'm only like 12 years old, but you know what? I got this. And I just love Sherry for that. She takes initiative. She gets stuff done. And I applaud her for that. All right, so I'm just going to be knifing these IVs while on the ground. We're going to be trying to take out all of their bulbs. And I'm actually going to be, so you're going to see me keep knifing even though he's dead. Now, I'm doing that for a reason. I have a bunch of knives in my inventory that I want to get rid of, so that it automatically equips the knife that I just picked up. So I don't need to go into my inventory or waste any time with that. And with that, we're pretty much at the last boss. There's one more zombie in our way.
Nice work, Sherry.
Make sure my handgun's equipped. Now this zombie you can shoot wherever on his body. He's gonna fall down. And we're pretty much at the last boss. Pretty much. I'm gonna make sure my knife is equipped. And we're gonna be using a combination of the minigun, which we're about to pick up. We're also gonna be using knives and a grenade to kill this boss.
Worth a try.
Now, Mondo, do you mind explaining this boss? Because I don't think I'll be able to do it and do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
cool.
boss is like probably the most technical boss in the game, like including Leon. You're pretty much this fight is essentially just breaking as many eyes as fast as possible, and you pretty much manipulate his AI by breaking enough eyes to force him to do the same thing every time. So if this goes right, he could just always do the same thing every time and just get killed really fast. And what Sneevil does is she'll be minigunning him, and then minigunning him, pretty sure, and then knife him, and if he breaks enough eyes, he'll walk to the wall like this and not go for an attack. Throw a nade, he'll fall down. Manipulate him by standing like this, so he walks up towards the train, breaking more eyes, and then
I just minigun him to death.
yeah.
There's something you could do, like, it's called the super knife kill, where you just kill him with the knife. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Die! Yes! Sorry. He was about to trample over me. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna shoot him. The fight should end, or the game should be GG's right about now. Yay! Sorry, I'm so happy that went well.
GG.
Oh, GG. There's so much that can go wrong in that run. I'm honestly surprised I didn't die at all. This is my first, like, big marathon run, so I'm just really happy.
Well, hey, glad to hear it. We can watch the ending, like, where you see the IGT and all that, see what all that is. But while we're getting to that, and while we're finishing up here, one, do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
All right. Oh, man. Well, obviously, Mondo. Mondo is one of the most talented Resident Evil 2 remake runners. I'm gonna be honest, Mondo is way better than me. Just an amazing runner, previous world record holder, and I'm just honored that you did commentary with me. Thank you so much, Mondo. You're the best. Seriously, follow Mondo for some great speedrun content. And yeah, and then obviously I stream on my own channel. We do Resident Evil, a lot of Resident Evil, do challenge runs, we do speed runs, we do mods, so a lot of fun stuff over there, and we always have a good time. So thanks for having me. I hope I could teach you something new about the run. Hopefully I could inspire some new people to get into the run, because this is a really good beginner's run. It's easy to learn, hard to master, but if I could learn it, honestly, anyone can. So everyone in the community is super helpful. If you have any questions, there's a RE2R speedrunning Discord. People will answer your questions. And honestly, I just hope you enjoyed the run. So thank you so much for having me.
Of course. All right, thank you once again. And if you did miss it and you want to find a more Sneevil, if you enjoy it, it was a very enthusiastic run. Those are always fun to have.
That is me. I am enthusiastic.
Absolutely. And if you do want to find more Sneevil, you can find her at twitch.tv/Sneevil, among other platforms and such. Anyway, we're going to be getting ready for our next run as we do some more Resident Evil. But before that, I just want to mention that feel free to check out at Games Done Quick on Instagram to get bite-sized clips from our Hotfix shows and see what happens at the events. Anyway, while we set for the next run, we're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere, but do walk around so you don't die of blood clots. Be right back. All right, everyone, we're back from the break. Welcome back. We still have plenty more fun runs tonight, and that last run was absolutely just... I always love when a runner just has a lot of enthusiasm. You can really just feel it. You can really feel the enjoyment of the run. So I definitely thank Sneevil again for that wonderful run of RE2 May, because it was very fun to watch. Anyway, we're continuing the night with the ladies of RE in terms of the game. Our next run is actually we've had this run on before, and I always like to kind of invite back because we're going to get it. We're going to be amping up challenges pretty high right now. We're going to be going to Resident Evil 1 Remake. However, there's going to be a catch. Not only are we doing the Jill route, we're going to be doing it on Real Survival, and more importantly, our runner is hopefully going to be taking no damage. Now, the way this normally goes is if damage is taken, I want to say an amount of money, they'll specify when they do it, will be donated to a charity of some sort. Usually we have various amount of charities that we go around. Traditionally we use, I want to say, Black Girls Code. So depending on per hit, we'll be donating money to charity per that. Anyway, here is Resident Evil 1 HD Remaster Remake featuring Carcinogen SDA. Take it away.
Hey everyone, how's it going? So, this is Resident Evil 1 HD Remaster on PC, doing Real Survival. We were playing as Jill. And I am going to attempt to beat this without taking any damage. So, let's see how that goes tonight. Oh, I actually didn't do a countdown, sorry. Should I restart? I forgot.
Go for it, yeah. That doesn't count as damage.
Okay, yeah, it's a mulligan. It's a mulligan. Hang on. I was just testing to make sure my door skip mod works. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and count down from 3. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. So this is my favorite game of all time. And
it's a classic.
Yeah. It's like there have been plenty of contenders for my favorite Resident Evil game of all time, but every single one of them just fails to overtake this one. So anyhow, if you try to go back to the main hall twice, then Barry will be like, I got cold feet already. It's not like you. Sorry, I have an invader problem. That's probably going to happen at least 2 or 3 times this run.
Well, he is adorable.
Yeah. So first trick is called stair skating. The jittery animation here is called stair skating. Basically what I'm doing is I'm holding up on the D-pad because in Resident Evil HD Remaster, the D-pad is always mapped to tank, whether you choose original controls or arranged controls. The arranged controls just allow you to tilt the stick and Jill will move in whatever direction. So it's a combination of both D-pad and stick that will give you the most precise movement. But in order to be able to stair skate, you have to hold up on the D-pad and mash the run button really fast. This first zombie over here is just glide right on by, and then I try to hit this from this angle to pick this up, and then usually that sets me up in a good place to be able to just like go back and forward and juke that guy into grabbing and missing. During the recovery frames on a zombie's grab attempt, you can just run right past. So that's a thing that if the stars align correctly tends to work, but otherwise, it's a pretty safe bet that you might have to do other things to. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to concentrate on this because this is actually getting kind of risky.
Of course.
All right, he's down. He's not getting up. If you slash a zombie with the knife, the first time the zombie goes down, if the last hit on said zombie was a knife slash, then the zombie will not get back up. But if you slash upward at their heads, they actually do take more damage. Yeah, I was definitely in the middle of talking about something else, but I guess it kind of broke my concentration. What was it again?
I'm trying to think. You're firing the gun. We're running around stair skating. Range controls.
Right. Yeah, range controls. But it's just a combination of both that allows you to dodge zombies and get through rooms most efficiently. In the door skip category for speedrunning, you could map your running to your right analog stick, like the run button to the right analog stick, and that way you could just spin the stick to get up and down the stairs really quickly. But I actually have no idea how to set that up, so I just do it the old-fashioned way, just mash the crap out of the button. I can probably manage about, like, what, 10 presses per second or something like that. It'll definitely destroy your arms over time, so I wouldn't recommend it.
So real quick question early in the run. So what makes real survival so special?
Okay, so real survival. For starters, auto aim is disabled. You're playing on hard difficulty. And the item boxes where you would normally store your items in are unlinked. So each item box has its own contents, and the things that you leave in one item box cannot be picked up in another. So it's probably the de facto toughest category in the game, short of playing Invisible Enemy on hard. I have done Invisible Enemy no save no damage on hard difficulty with both characters. That's something. Yeah, go ahead. Ag.
So I was gonna say really quick, while we're still early, with the area of damage, that's how you picked up the knife. How does what constitutes damage? Because I know getting grabbed doesn't exactly damage you unless you get a bite. I think dogs can pounce on you or something.
Yeah, so if an enemy can grab you, and you can break out of it with a defense item, that does not count as damage. I mean, like, you can, if we're talking about like a completely hitless run, then yeah, it would count. But okay, good. I was worried he was going to double lunge for a second. Usually what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hug that corner and just like keep going back and forward, and then in the next room just hug the wall, get around the zombie over here. And I'll pick up this lighter, pick up this dog whistle, and head back into the main hall. So because we triggered the Jill sandwich cutscene, we're going to meet Barry in the hall. Oh, he almost got me. I usually like to trigger this camera angle here just to do like a quick spot check on this zombie, because he will turn at a random, in like random increments, and you generally can't tell where that zombie is going to be just blindly. So it's always best to just like trigger the camera angle, hesitate for a second, and then like reposition yourself based on that. So because we did the Jill sandwich cutscene to get the shotgun, Barry gives us acid rounds. And the reason I picked up the shotgun was specifically for these dogs here. The dogs are really tanky in this game. It is possible to manipulate the dogs to pounce on you, but instead, I just like to pump cancel the shotgun in order to kill this dog really quickly. Okay, that dog is coming really fast. Never mind. He stopped and barked. All right, I'm going to try to... Okay, as soon as his hands go on the wall, you're safe to just run. But your movement has to be pretty good in order to be able to merc past him. But yeah, the dogs are definitely among the tankier enemies in the game. So I just straight up do not mess around with them, especially because they just have weird frame data, and they can just hit you whenever they want, just about. So the quicker you deal with them, the better. I spare no expense getting rid of dogs. Also, another mechanic, the shotgun. The first shotgun headshot on any zombie results in that zombie getting decapitated. After that first shotgun shot, it's a 60% chance otherwise. So I'm going to take advantage of that. That Crimson Head just missed. Zombies come back as Crimson Heads, by the way. Yeah, the fat guy got in the way there. So Crimson Head knocked him down, and I'm going to... Oh, shoot. Well, that's what daggers are for. That's what daggers are for. It's okay. I'm not going to turn around and blow his head off and get my dagger back. You can do that, by the way. Blow their heads off, get the dagger back. But I'm not going to bother doing that because the Crimson Head was like hot on my tail. What I'd been doing in my practice runs before was decapitating the Crimson Head, but I didn't actually do that this time. I pick up every every defense item that I can get a hold of. At least I'm going to for this marathon run, because I want to try to be as safe as possible with this particular route. I could definitely increase the chances of not taking any damage if I go significantly slower and just like pick off certain zombies and use a few extra shotgun shells here and there to just like clip their legs so I can get around them. After getting the armor key, getting the grenade launcher, going to trigger the Richard sequence. So Richard got bit by Jan. He's dying of venom. Snake venom, so we have to go get him a serum, and that forces us to go down this side of the mansion regardless. Where is he this time? Okay, I can go. Oh, that's $50.
He just really enjoys charity.
Man, it had to happen that early. That sucks. Okay. Right. So, putting the acid rounds in the grenade launcher and putting away those other grenade rounds because we don't need them for a very long time. I should have used my first shotgun shell on him. If I was smart, that's what I would have done. Anyway. Oh, that's 4 for 4.
Well, depending on how the rest of the run goes, we'll see how it all is. I have a good feeling about the rest of the run. I think it'll go well.
Yeah, but these things, I don't know. I'm just really disappointed. I had some really good practice runs earlier today. It just had to be, it just had to be something dumb, like a back grab. Like just like a straight back grab from, what looked like something that was a sure winner.
Well, on the upside, one of the things about these runs is I do know this. We can actually talk a little bit about how watching no damage streamers kind of do attempts on stream might lead itself. Because I know for a lot of the speedrun viewers, a lot of them may be used to various degrees of live split and how you have the timer. And I don't know if it originated from your channel. I think it might have, because I've seen yours do it early. I've seen a few other things for a lot of Elden Ring Souls people. But I know you have the little like hit counter too, because a lot of people do build up to doing no damage, and you can kind of see, oh, this section was done with 1 hit, 2 hit, and then it's beating your PV each time.
Yeah, I use a it's a program called Hit Counter Manager. It was developed by some Dark Souls no-hit runners. I usually like to use that stun gun there because it's a guaranteed hard stun, puts that zombie on the floor immediately.
So, between the stun gun and the knife, is there actually a difference in usage?
Well, the knife, you can stab zombies in the head, and if you're lucky enough to score a decapitation on that zombie afterwards, you can get the knife back. The stun gun, which is Jill's unique weapon, is sorry, which is Jill's unique. Yeah, which is Jill's unique defense weapon. If she uses it on a zombie, then that zombie gets hard stunned, like just straight up on the floor for just like the maximum amount of time that it'll stay on the ground before it can get back up again. And Chris's grenades, he just shoves it in the enemy's mouth and the enemy blows up. Yeah, no, I can't start over. I wish I could, but just because that was just such a banal and unspectacular way to lose the run, especially so early on. But there's a show to run here, so I got to continue. It's all right.
And, well, I mean, like we said, the whole thing of taking damage is just, we mentioned in the beginning, damage is forgiven based on the donation to Black Girls Code. So we can shout them out during this time as well, because that's what that is. So if the rest of the run is good, then it's still a spectacular run.
Now, it's just the last time I got by with like only one hit. And yeah. Yeah, so coming up on Yawn, if you save Richard by getting him the serum fast enough, he'll have an assault shotgun, and if Yawn kills him, he will drop the assault shotgun, and we want that assault shotgun because it's 10 rounds and also has a higher decapitation chance, and also it does a lot more damage than the regular shotgun. Once we skip this here, I can move up and left. Richard will just start shooting the snake. I still got 4 shotgun shells here. We gotta take a wide angle around because Yawn can also like bend his head to the side and hit you if you try to run another direction. Yeah, you can't see him, but Richard's behind the pillar. I had like 3 people asking, oh my god, what is this movement? Because yeah, a lot of people were asking, how are you firing? You don't have a gun out. And yeah, it's because Richard is right there behind the pillar. In the PC version, you can hit escape in order to skip this cutscene here, and we get the assault shotgun exit.
Good boss fight.
We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy. Because that will make this upstairs path a little bit quicker. Yeah.
Also,
sorry, I still need to regain my composure. I'm just shook. That's all.
No worries. I just want to take a moment to mention in the since we passed the Yawn fight, for a lot of people who do not know, if you are hit by Yawn, very often you have to get the serum. The serum was grabbed earlier by Carsey while going to Richard, and I just want to mention this for no damage. It won't happen. But poison is 1 damage. Poison is not like every tick of damage. Getting poisoned is 1 damage. Just before anyone has any smart ideas.
Oh, we're talking about like number of what it counts for hit wise. Yeah, it is 1 damage.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
So it counts as 1 damage.
We're not gonna ding your bank account with, all right, you're poisoned. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Just because I like to get these out early.
Not unless I like won the lottery or something, in which case I would gladly do that to foot my tax bill, you know?
Exactly. So, question from the regular speedrun to this routing. I noticed you're getting the talismans. I know these are used in the graveyard for the puzzle. I think to get the Magnum, right?
Yeah. I'm actually getting the Magnum this run. It takes, it costs about a minute, but given that it's another gun that can just like kill enemies in one shot, it's it doesn't take very long to get at all. Solving this puzzle, turn the first one orange, the second one green, the third one purple. Get the mask, and go ahead and get these shotgun shells here too. And, right, so Elder Crimson Head. He'll go down in 3 shotgun shells. You gotta try to get him a little bit close. Okay, well this time it was 4 shots. A thing that I'm doing here to increase the firing speed of my shotgun is called pump canceling, and what that does, what you do is you release the aim button, so you release R1 and then you press up on the D-pad, and then you aim fire again, and basically you're just pumping the D-pad between shots in order to cancel the pump animation that Jill does after every shot. Move forward, tap backwards. Oh, he's gonna grab me again. All right, that's fine. I got a defense item. I had to check to make sure I had defense items. If I did not, I was going to try to just go back through the door and just try to reset him. Oh. I forgot that stun gun. I gotta make sure that I get that on the way back. Set this weather vane to west, and the second one to north. And because I'm actually going to get the Magnum here, and these count as damage if we get hit by these crows, I'm going to get rid of them. It's just 2 shotgun shells. The first shotgun shell on the crows on screen, and then the second shotgun shell we just aim up down the path, and as soon as we see a crow in the sky, we fire, and it takes all 3 of them out. I could have just walked that the whole time and just like not expended the shotgun shells, but I'm trying to be at least a little quick. But yeah, if this was an actual speedrun, getting the Magnum is super slow. Just like, don't bother. The only reason that I'm getting the Magnum is because I'm trying to be extra careful.
Question in terms of the category, by the way, because I do know endings are always a little bit different here. Do you get Barry's Magnum in this route or no?
No, I'm going for best ending.
Gotcha. All right, just making sure.
Yeah, so best ending so that we can fight the super tyrant. And also because saving Chris is just like no skin off our teeth, really. This is a cutscene, by the way, that doesn't count.
God, the Lisa Trevor hits are always really wide too.
Right. So I don't take any chances with Lisa. I just go ahead and light her up immediately.
Good stuff. For anyone who does not know, if you've not seen a regular speedrun in this game, very often runners will kind of just scoot by her on the right side, and Lisa has one of the widest hitboxes in the game, and getting hits like half your health. So, especially for no damage, with how large that hitbox can be, Carsey Strat just firing the shotgun there is much, much more efficient.
Yeah. There's like a... I mean, like, the dodge in itself is actually, like, not difficult to pull off. I just, you know, it's like at that point in the run, you know, I just don't want to attempt the dodge and then, you know, have her just, like, hit me with, like, a backswing or something stupid like that. Go ahead and take these Magnum rounds here, too. First things first, get rid of this dog here. That dog definitely had his priorities straight. Just stand there and bark at me. He actually could have just, like, not barked or something and actually hit me with that. So I think maybe what I should have done was I should have just, like, gone back and actually, like, fired from there, given myself a little bit more time. The dogs have an attack where they can basically just become projectiles, or as I like to call them, bullet borfs. And they'll just, like, hit you from, like, 10 feet away by just, like, leaping in the air at you and, like, biting you and then kicking you and then launching off of you, basically. It is a weird attack. But I guess it's pretty close to how the dogs are supposed to attack you in the original game, given that the dogs in the original game only have, like, one attack. It's just jump at you and bite. Going in here. Boo. Take the red book over here, and as long as we stair skate up and down the stairs, we're good. Oh, he's going up the wall. I've literally never seen him do that before. I mean, it's good because he's just moving, you know, not actively trying to attack, but usually by the time I get back to that point, he's usually, like, either bubbling up for an acid spit, or he is doing the thing where he just, like, raises his feelers and just, like, sort of scans left and right. Usually after those animations, an attack is going to happen. Confront Barry really quick, go into the bathroom, get the key, exit. So you probably also saw that I pushed the box. Absolutely necessary for avoiding the damage. Because there's a tentacle in that hole. They become a 44 Wagnum. Oh, that's so terrible. Well, yeah, vines do count as damage because they do actual, like, HP damage to you. And that's, like, the main thing that I'm trying to avoid is just, like, the actual HP damage. Yeah, getting grabbed from behind by a zombie, they can just do that. This weird push over here that I'm doing only works on 120 FPS, so you can only do it on PC. But basically because the game is running at a higher frame rate, that also means it's doing more... that means it's also doing more collision checks per second. So because the shelf, like, I guess there's, like, a little seam on part of the object that just, like, sticks out more than usual. Because it's doing more collision checks per second, you're just able to sort of like hook onto it and just push. It's kind of weird. What is that eyeball? That's pretty good. I like that eyeball. That is a cool emote. All right, so sharks next up. After we trigger this cutscene, sharks will spawn in. He almost got me there. And 6. There we go. So I picked up those shotgun shells immediately after Lisa because I wanted to make sure that I had enough shotgun shells to be able to take on a few more enemies after the guardhouse area. And also because I wanted to be able to spend a few more shotgun shells taking out these sharks over here. They die in like 3 shots each. Basically, as long as you just keep moving forward and just like kind of shoot them as soon as they get in front of you,
emergency. Unknown source of pressure.
Then you'll wipe them in 3 shots each.
All doors to achieve maximum safety. Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Check that whiteboard. It has the it has whatever button you need to press for that thing that I just pressed next to the green light thing. I guess it's kind of difficult to explain this puzzle. Okay, you try to shut the shutter, but the shutters won't work because the shark is messing with the water pressure. And well, you try to drain the water, but there's a pressure problem, and then you have to release the safety on the shutters and try to pull down the shutters, but it's not working because the oil is messed up. So then you got to go to the whiteboard. You got to check the whiteboard to press the correct button to restore the oil levels correctly, and then you release the safety again, pull the shutter, and drain the water, and we're out of there, and we're over here now. So this dodge coming up, it looks risky, but it actually is not, because the shark takes forever to do anything. But what you do is you hold up and left on the D-pad, and then as soon as Jill turns 90 degrees, you just straighten out and then grab the key. Basically, as long as your thumb doesn't slip or something dumb like that, this dodge is 100%. Like, you can't mess it up. Just because the setup is that easy. I also picked up some Magnum rounds on the ground. I need those for Plant 42 and 2 dogs and a couple of hunters. I'm gonna try to... I couldn't... It's possible to squeeze by this guy if you bait out his grab early enough, but he wasn't playing nice, so I was forced to use a defense item. Once we have used the gallery key, just move over to these bees over here, grab the insecticide spray, and go back into the hallway and use the insecticide spray. A little tip here, whenever you grab this map, just mash B to scroll this text instead of A, because if you mash A, then you run the chance of accidentally examining the hole and triggering the bees to come out of the hole. By the way, that animation there with all the bees dying, it can actually take a random amount of time. It could be 3 seconds, it could be 6 seconds, it could be 9 seconds. Basically, the poison has to actually like just straight up kill them. Once they've all fallen down, the cutscene will stop playing and then you can resume gameplay. So it has a possibility of just eating up a random amount of time. Now we're going to equip this Magnum, use the red book, and then solve this very not safe for GDQ puzzle.
Just a little bit risque.
Yeah. And then we can stair skate up here while we're waiting for Plant 42 to open up. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to check the map really quick and make sure that I'm lined up with this corner over here, because Plant 42's bulb is right here, and lining up with this corner basically just guarantees that I'll be able to shoot it. Ah, dang it!
That was a wild swing.
Oh, man. Positioning-wise, what could I have done better in order to avoid that? In order to avoid getting swung there? Well, I guess if it wasn't that backbite, it was going to be Plant 42, so... Alright. It's just a fight to stay alive now, isn't it? Too bad.
These things happen. I didn't know I could arc that far.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's usually it'll attack with one tentacle or the other. I've done that fight with, I managed to do that fight with Chris, knife only, no damage, but it was really, really obnoxious. But it did teach me a lot about how Plant 42 works. It's like Chris is forced to fight Plant 42 no matter what, basically, because Jill can use the V-Jolt, and whenever she uses the V-Jolt, Barry will just come in and kill Plant 42. So she doesn't have to fight Plant 42, but Chris does. Alright, just used a quick shotgun blast to take that one out, and then hug that corner over there and try to make a tight turn as soon as we get down around that corner. Because the two snakes, well, there's like 5 snakes. There's 5 snakes behind that those columns there, which is really just an invisible wall, and the snakes are just lined up outside of it. If you move past it, then the snakes will either, if they're coiled up, then they'll launch at you, they'll strike. Otherwise, they'll just slither out. But the idea is that I wanted to bait out the ones that were coiled up. It's actually really difficult to avoid damage there. It's like even worse if you're speedrunning because you can't actually shoot them. I think that one's still alive. Yep, he is. Waiting for the death roar. Okay, there. Alright, so then we're going to pick up the grenade launcher, put away the Magnum, put away the crank, and put away these shotgun shells, which we can just put directly away on the shotgun itself. But we want a clean inventory, short of a... short of the grenade launcher and the acid rounds. Yeah, a reminder of what's going on. The reason why the run didn't get axed as soon as I took damage is because there is a stipulation that if I take damage during the run, I have to donate $50 to Black Girls Code. So after dropping down this hole, we have to pick up that book. That is the book with the eagle medal, which is necessary to get into the lab. And we just run straight past these spiders over here. There's a very, very rare chance that that last spider can spit acid at you immediately, but lucky me. Anyway, I usually like to pick up the stagger here because it sets up the zombie next over here. Usually it sets him up so that I can just like hug this wall and get around him, but he decided to be horrible. Okay, can I trigger this guy to vomit? There. Yeah, so the zombie is vomiting. Basically, if you're on a different Z-axis from a zombie, then what it'll do is instead of grabbing you, it will load up an alternate attack animation so that it's not like clipping around, it's not like clipping you through the floor or clipping you through any walls or anything like that. And said animation is the vomit animation. And the vomit animation, wow, he was really close. The vomit animation is, it's just an attack that zombies do on stairs or if they're on like a different elevation, just to make the game a little bit less glitchy. So because there was a Z coordinate difference there, I was able to take advantage of that. I have two extra rounds here. I'm gonna exit and re-enter this door here because it will. Ah, crap! You gotta be kidding me. What the hell? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, I practiced everything to actually make sure that this particular run would not be worse than the last run where I just like took a million slashes from hunters, but awesome. Awesome.
Elder Crimson was the hardest working Elder Crimson I think I've ever seen.
Well,
Jan went down easy, at the very least. At the very least, you didn't need a depth there. We got the herb, and we can continue the run onward.
well, yeah, I'll just find another green herb later.
Are you in yellow or green right now?
Yellow, but yellow
So-
can still be a problem.
Right, because the hunters have the instant kill on yellow, right?
That's in the earlier games. Hunters always do IKs as a follow-up attack. See, that's why I was supposed to use that shotgun shell to decapitate that stupid Crimson Head during Mansion 1, but no, I just forgot to.
I will say that I am seeing chat say positive things. They are cheering you on. And in many cases, the GDU hotfix is more a case of a good showcase more than a perfect showcase.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. It's like after that first hit though, I was just really disappointed. I just really wanted this to be the one, you know?
I will say there's always future attempts.
Thank you.
You're not magically banned from the show because you ate a hit. We have the stipulation in place for the very reason, and a lot of people have been showing support in Twitch chat if you've seen it so far. And if you are watching and would like to show support, type your favorite love emote in chat, or general cheer emotes if you have them. It's always good to just kind of know that there is a round of support with that, even if it doesn't always seem that way. Although I will say I did blink a moment during. How many hits was the Elder Crimson, or the Red Crimson?
That Crimson Head just took like 2 hits off of me.
That's what I saw. I want to say it was 2. One on the first hit and then one on the backswing.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had the dumb idea of, well, okay, is the best way to avoid damage going to be to shoot him? But then I like shot him. I shot him and he recovered. And you know, so he wasn't going to die that time. Which is why I needed to decapitate him with that first shotgun shell. Also, all of chat is a variety of love of hearts, so it is nice. Thank you, chat. Yeah, sorry. It'll take me a minute. I'll get over it. I'll get over it.
It takes a moment to kind of it's the regaining of composure.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like chat feels one way, you know, but I put a lot of pressure on myself to, you know, to actually be able to do good here. And so it's like when I don't get the desired result, even after, you know, a lot of practice, and I mean a lot of practice, it's you know, it's pretty disappointing.
Oh yeah. And also, you know, we put a lot of work into these as just runners, whether it be challenge run, speed run, or general content creation in that form. There is a lot of work that kind of goes into optimizing these routes and practicing them. A lot of hidden work that a lot of the people here won't quite be seeing, because in the world of even GDQ, very often you only get to see one run. You don't get to see the hours of attempts that goes into the practice and how long they actually take to get. I'll actually promote one of our GDU Hoffic shows. If you want to kind of look into the outlook for people in Twitch chat here, one of our shows hosted by ADEF, PB Precipice. Very often you get to kind of see what goes into a runner's mindset. Very often if they're grinding for, let's say, a new PB or getting a 0 damage run, you're not going to be seeing those resets. You're not going to be seeing those mountains of things. Over on the YouTube side, you might just watch the finished run, and very often you get the end result. So I guess that's just kind of a thing to keep in mind as you watch anything on the GDU Hotfix.
Oh, that is a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Have to check it out sometime.
And also, for anyone who does want to see many no damage runs that are completed, Carsey does do them on his own Twitch stream, and his YouTube has a lot of completed runs of various degrees. Many that you don't even think are really possible. I think one of my favorite ones is the segmented Parasite Eve.
Yeah, that one was... I actually even questioned myself a lot of times, like while I was working on it. It's like, am I going to be able to do this? Is this even possible? Like, especially for like Shiva, you know, the
right.
3-headed dog on day 3. I was like, is this really doable? And you know, it's like it is doable because its area of effect attack can actually be deflected if you use barrier at the right time. So just like, yeah, things like that. But I've done no damage runs on, I think I'm up to 40 games now. The vast majority of them are like segmented runs, but the segmented runs I record in particular with just the with just like the specific, you know, principle of just like showing how to do it, like how to clear the game without taking any hits. It's just like, you know, kind of like an advanced walkthrough essentially. But as far as like no save, no damage runs, I've done that. I've done those in maybe like what, 10 different games. I've done, let's see, RE1 original, I've done all 4 scenarios. RE2, I've done all 4 scenarios. Resident Evil 2 remake. This game, I have done real survival, no save, no damage. For both characters, and I've done Invisible Enemy hard mode, no save, no damage for both characters. That's like a mode where all the enemies are invisible. In case you don't know. It's like, it's not one of those things that you can really like that you can like watch it and understand what's going on unless you've played the game, so I'd say that run is definitely for people who have definitely a better watch for people who have spent a significant amount of time playing this game. Yeah, exactly. You can watch the runs and learn how to do it yourself. It's a cool party trick, provided you can do it consistently. It's almost as cool of a party trick as speedrunning 16-star Super Mario 64.
Exactly. So right now we're on the Black Tiger fight, going back into the actual game here for a moment.
Right. So I just bait out a charge from Black Tiger there, and I basically punish said charge with 4 Magnum shots and just go ahead and wipe them. And then I exit and re-enter to despawn the other 2 spiders that are in this room. So that gets it done pretty quickly. Unlike in the original game, Black Tiger is actually a threat, just specifically because it just like has more health and whatnot. On hard mode, you can't get any flame rounds. Flame rounds are actually the strongest way to beat Black Tiger if you can. But you only get like 1 pack of flame rounds, and that's in the laboratory at the end of the game. So the next best thing to use in real survival mode is going to be the Magnum. All right, so 4 pushes here. Oh, hey. This puzzle here, there's not really much to talk about. I guess I could field questions in chat. I haven't really been reading the chat too much, but I have it open on like another monitor here. How you doing? How you doing, chat?
They seem to be doing good. One of the cool things about GDU Hotfix actually that was recently updated, because some people were asking, are you the runner or the commentator? But I guess just fun fact for anyone who watches any of the GDQ stuff now, whenever someone speaks, you can actually see their name highlight on the left side. So when Carsey speaks, you'll see the Carcision SDA name light up on the left. If you see me speak, you'll be seeing my name light up as well. So just kind of a neat fact for that.
Yeah. How many tries did it take to get your first no damage clear? Well, while a lot of people would love to know this such random tidbits of information, I actually never keep track of like the number of tries that it takes me to achieve something. Usually usually it's like I just like measure it by like the time that I spend on it rather than the number of attempts, because I don't think that I feel like if I just like scrutinize on like the number of attempts, then I'm just like never going to be able to concentrate on beating it. So usually for like a no save no damage run, if it's like my first time trying to do like a no save no damage run for a given game, it might take me about like 2 to 3 weeks to actually get like a successful attempt. But usually when I get no save no damage runs, I just put it down. I just put down the particular challenge run. Wait, what am I doing? That's too far ahead. So when I got into this room, you saw me go left for a moment. Like it looked like I was about to go one way, but then I didn't. That was so that I could spawn Lisa over there so that she wouldn't be in my way whenever I go to enter this room and push this box on this platform so we can get the broken flamethrower on the way back. What's the headset you're using? Audio Technica BPHS1. It's an XLR headset. GDQ actually uses these on the main stage. So you need an XLR interface, like a Focusrite Scarlett or something like that, in order to be able to use it on your computer. And we're going to trigger this camera angle. You can see Lisa on the left-hand side of the screen there. Basically, the first camera angle where we see Lisa is what predicates her spawn point. So you can basically just manipulate where Lisa first appears at a given point, you know, whenever you just like enter this room. Does the bright lighting put a glare on your monitor? Not really. I mean, it's just you know, an Elgato key light, so. But yeah, for the longest time, I was actually using a shotgun mic, like a Rode PSA-1, or no, PSA-1 is the microphone arm. I don't remember the model of Rode it was. Sorry. It's like a Rode shotgun mic, and it just picked up like everything. Like I was living in Brooklyn at the time that I was using it, and you know, you would just like catch some like, you know, big biker dude loves his Taylor Swift. What is Lisa doing? Lisa just like did a weird turn. Is she gonna come this way?
Best.
Okay, yeah, that was a weird turn. She was trolling the crap out of me just now. Yeah, you know, just bikers pulling up into the driveway because, you know, they're renting the driveway and they're blasting Taylor Swift. So it's like you could either, you know, yell at them to, you know, don't blast your Taylor Swift and look like a jerk, because, you know, some people do that. It's like, complain about something and you're the jerk. But or, you know, you could choose a better mic, and in my case I chose a microphone that doesn't pick up any other background noise, and on top of that it saves me a lot of money on like foam panels and stuff like that. Yeah, it was the I think it was the Rode NTG1, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so now that we're done with that whole area, I'll go ahead and take the the stone and metal object here, and we did a puzzle in the basement that will give me a key that I can use to open this door. First up, I'm gonna go ahead and open this box. Then we're gonna combine this because we need to flatten our inventory as much as possible because this is gonna be the last trip we take to our favorite item box. Take that, put that away, put that away, put that away, there. All nice and lined up. Then I'm going to take this path through the second floor here. Well, I decapitated this zombie earlier, so there we go. What's this guy going to do? He's probably going to spin around and bite me the second I try. Oh. Risky dodge, but it worked. The safer thing to do would have been to go through the first floor and go through the graveyard because there's a path already open, but you know, I just wanted to experiment with like sort of like hybrid speedrun no damage strats. Just like a no damage run but faster. Like I always try to say that like my no damage runs are not speedruns. It's like you can do a speedrun and not take any damage in said speedrun, but if you are not taking any damage in a speedrun, you probably have world record. You probably got a world record with that run. Lisa Trevor fight. Gonna let Barry take his gun back. And I'm gonna start with this bottom right stone over here because it's a pretty big choke point. Oh god. Please shoot Barry. Barry just did nothing. Wow.
He really enjoys the suspense.
That would have been really bad actually, because Barry, it's like if you let Barry take the gun, then what he does is he just stuns Lisa Trevor repeatedly, but he just didn't do it that time, and she could have hit me with that backswing. Even worse, Lisa actually can possibly like knock you over the edge and kill you. It's a good thing I was already It's a good thing I was already halfway to Mars before that hit landed, so.
Exactly.
I didn't hear anything, chat, did you?
Clearly, you are already functioning.
It was a hiccup. It was a hiccup, I swear.
Exactly. Well, we had Chief Irons earlier saying a few words, so it's all good.
All right. So that dodge and... Oh, okay. There we are. Yeah, the dodges in this room are not, like, terrible. Oh, actually, I like to use a grenade launcher in this area. It's like a guaranteed kill for that guy. All right, so the password is John, and then Ada, and then this code is MOLE. Oh, oops, sorry. This is actually a little Easter egg. If you load up a if you load up a file from like if you load up a completed file and then you type in the password as mole, which is the password from the original RE1, then you get a little Easter egg. It's just a little voice clip of one of the developers who voiced Tofu in Resident Evil 2, the Tofu survivor. And it just has a little blurb in Osaka in Japanese. So Kansai Ben is like Naisune. It's like what are you doing? Kind of thing. And then I'm gonna try to try that again. Up. There we go. Yeah, you can decapitate zombies with a grenade launcher, in case you didn't know.
I did not. I kind of just figured it was a big boom.
Say what?
I saw it was like a large boom. I didn't think you could actually get a decapitation.
Yeah, if you land the grenade like right on their head, then it does score a decap.
I guess I would track if a grenade landed on anyone's head, wouldn't it?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, Ek. I took a grenade to the face like last year, and nothing happened to me.
I took a rail, if that counts.
Yeah, I think you might have had it a little worse. Not for nothing.
It's all good. They removed it from SGDQ. I get a be safe.
Right, so this section over here is the nitro run sequence. If you've never played this game before, basically you are carrying a capsule of nitroglycerin. And if you run for too long, you'll blow up. If you take a hit, there is a chance that you will also blow up. Which is basically why I took out those 4 enemies on the way over. So in hard difficulty, you can run for 3 steps and walk for 2 steps. Or sorry, walk for 2 steps, run for 2 steps. No, it's walk 3 steps, run 2. I'm gonna blow myself up. Walk 3 steps, run 2 steps. Yeah, but basically, if you want to be able to go through that area and be 100% safe, you just walk. Also, these chimeras, if they're on the ground, they will pretty much always attack with like an overhead swing. If they're on the ceiling, then they'll try to grab you. The grab is like really funny if you can counterattack with a stun gun. Because they'll stick on the ceiling for like, I don't know, 5-6 seconds, and then they'll just like fall down. It's like a total cartoon moment when it happens. Bit of kinetic humor. Having a little bit of humor in a scary game diffuses the tension. Right, so Tyrant, I'm gonna do a quick turn here. We're gonna equip the grenade launcher. load up the flame rounds here. I missed. Ah, this is a great start. This is a wonderful start. Oh, I missed again. This is bad. Ah.
There we go.
Well, I'm not even nervous right now. I'm just... Am I just out of it right now? Like, what's going on? I don't feel tired or nothing. Whatever, that's me. I'm always halfway towards falling asleep. Anyhow. I'm not taking any more chances. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna take these shotgun shells. Head through the hole here. I will use this final Mo disc. And then go back the way we came, because if I try to push that shelf, then the Chimera is going to catch up with me, and I have to either shoot it or just tank the hit. Several Chimeras are just like coming out of holes now. So after that, we got what? 3 more zombies upstairs that we gotta dodge. And then Super Tyrant on the heliport. Wow, Chris actually didn't wig out on the stairs that time. What is going on? Is this like a personalized copy of Resident Evil 1 HD remaster today?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like one of those cursed copies of video games. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a dagger here because he's being a jerk. I'll take this fuse, and if I do this right, my wallet is safe.
Remember, Chris is allowed to take as many hits as you want.
All right, so I can shoot once, but if I shoot twice, then the aggro comes off of Barry. I wanted him to attack Barry there because that way he just stays there. And I can just keep laying into him like this.
Barry's not really putting in a lot of work. Wait, also, wasn't Chris supposed to be around, or? Oh, he just died.
Yeah, he's knocked down. Oh crap! This is bad. This is bad. Yabai, yabai, yabai. Okay, I won.
There it is.
No.
Oh. Now there it is.
And time.
All right. So what? That was, I think, 4 hits total?
Yep, 4 hits total. So that's $200 to Black Girls Code.
It's a good charity for a good cause.
It is a good charity. Yeah.
And the back half was really good. I think the back half of that run was very well done.
Yeah, well, aside from Crimson Head, yeah, no, I was definitely like on, like only getting like 1 hit, like for the last number of attempts, like the last like successful completions that I've been doing, I'd only been taking like 1 or 2 hits, and I was definitely like the last 2 runs that I did, both of them wiped on Super Tyrant, so.
All right, well,
Yeah,
watch
that
the
kind of
ending here.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know.
You did good. We have the GGs in chat, we have the congrats, and as well, if you have any shout-outs you'd like to give, definitely feel free to do so. And as a follow-up question to that, once you're done with that, where can people find you on Twitch or anywhere, really?
Well, I want to give a huge shout-out to Matt DeRock, who is my routing partner for pretty much every Resident Evil no damage game that I do. He can be found at twitch.tv/Matt DeRock, as in ROC, all one word. And if you want to check out any of the other no damage runs that I've done, they're up on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/carcinogenSDA. Also, I do have a Twitch channel right here, twitch.tv/carcinogenSDA as well. Thank you very much for having me, Ek, and see you guys next time.
Absolutely. And once again, if you enjoyed that no damage run from Carcy, you can find him at twitch.tv/carcinogenSDA, or you can also find him on YouTube and many other social medias under the same name. As well, usually on his Twitter, Carcy has done no damage here before. At some point he will be back. I don't know when. We like to plan these out. But if you do want to, Carcy is good for it. If you want to double check and actually make sure he does donate, he usually posts on Twitter following these that he does actually donate to Black Girls Code as a result of these. They're a great charity, and we have many positive things to say in regards to that. So go check them out as well. Anyway, we have one more run for you for the rest of the night. I hope you will enjoy it. And while we set up for that, we're going to take a quick wellness break. Stand up, touch your toes, stretch your legs. Do not die of blood clots. We will be right back very quick, so don't you go anywhere. All right, we are back from the break. Welcome back, everyone. As always, this is Speedruns from the Crypt, your spooky fill of horror games. And the last run was Resident Evil 1 Remake with Carcinogen SDA. No damage runs are always immensely difficult, so it's always a treat to watch them, and I always do appreciate the effort going in, even if things don't always go exactly according to plan. That's part of the fun of speedrunning. As I mentioned during the run, it is a good time, and I do want to thank Carcy for doing that run. We do have one final run of the night, and this one's going to be a little bit weird, because I know with the Resident Evil fans, there's always certain opinions about certain media, but one run I've actually kind of grown to love, both in watching and playing myself, is actually Resident Evil 6. As a game, it's a lot more fun than you think, and in the realm of speedrunning, very often you don't really care about the story or some of the problems, so you're kind of left with just the game content, which more often than not is surprisingly good and can make even a bad game a good game in a way. So anyway, with that being said, I want to show you one of my favorite runs and one of my favorite characters. We're going to be having Catlink running Resident Evil 6 Ada New Game. So take it away.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Catlink, and I will be running, as Dice has said, Resident Evil 6 Ada campaign. Again, my favorite campaign thus far. Haven't really run any other campaigns, but Ada's just the greatest because it's Ada. Who doesn't love Ada? On commentary with me is going to be the Demented Salad and Egdisis. We want to say hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm the Demented Salad.
Hello, I was just talking.
Anyways, so customary thing that we usually do with RE6 is that we show off that we are a skillless gamer. It is just a rule that we have with RE6 that we have to show off that we have no skills, specifically for new game. And besides that, we can now get into Ada here. There we go. Make sure we're offline because don't want any of that. And 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So, yeah, the first thing we're going to have here is don't attract attention to yourself. We're going to do the exact opposite of that and attract all the attention to ourselves.
What do you mean?
All right. I don't know.
Metal Gear Solid.
What do you mean? Yeah, we're being super sneaky. Super, super sneaky. All right. Excuse me, fellas. Passing through. So you'll probably notice that with RE6, the camera likes to aim in a specific direction. It does this. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but sometimes we will adjust the camera angle just to help us dive through here. Because my favorite thing with Ada is that maneuvering Ada is basically like maneuvering a boat. It's not exactly the best. Do we get good RNG? No, we don't. We do not get good RNG. That's unfortunate. That's okay. We got this here.
Oh, you got them up from that.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, going for that sometimes will get you shot and you will fall, but that's okay. As long as we get the grenades there.
Yeah, you're basically looking for explosive arrows there for later on in the run to mess with DA and stuff.
Yeah, and this game does have DA, and unfortunately, it's not the funnest thing to go through. All right, hold on. There you go.
Ada's basically the only campaign you can really manipulate DA in because of the explosive arrows. Everything else is just too much time loss.
Yeah. You'll probably start to notice that I go in on a dive angle when it comes to the vents and such. We also try to roll, because rolling somehow doesn't use stamina. For some reason.
Yeah, you spend most of your time in these games just rolling around in vents and basically anywhere you can that's not walking.
Yeah, because crawling takes a lot of stamina, and it does kind of it's a little bit slower as well. So we have to make Snake. Yeah,
this is an RNG room. It's like the only real RNG puzzle in this game, and both combinations of the door and the actual answer to the puzzle are completely different every time you come in here.
Thankfully, the dials are exactly the same every single time, so it's not too bad. And we actually had pretty good well, that was a pain in the ass. Rotation.
That's actually pretty good, yeah.
There.
You can lose a ton of time if you get a really bad cycle.
There you go. So we're gonna shoot that vent there, because if we don't, a cutscene, like a minor cutscene plays, so we tend to shoot it so we don't have to go through that. There you go.
Also, as a really quick explanation of things, for one, people have been asking what's DA. DA is difficulty adjustment, meaning the worse you're doing, the easier the game becomes. So later in the run, Kat will kind of be manipulating the game to think she's doing bad, when in reality, it's just going to make enemies weaker. She won't be hit as hard, stuff like that. And also, the Ada campaign is really unique because it was the only one designed to be one player. Resident Evil 6 was meant to be a co-op game, so as a result of that, you're kind of paired with other people. The Ada campaign is very solo, so Kat's gonna be able to do everything just kind of on her own accord.
Yep. They kind of added the multiplayer ability last minute for Ada, so that's why you don't really have an extra character with you when you play solo, but you can play this as co-op. It's just not very... Basically, if you're not Ada, you're not doing anything.
It's a strange experience.
Yeah. All right, so right now we're just waiting through here. So you're probably wondering why I'm pausing occasionally. Essentially, we're just skipping dialogue because it takes a while for her to get through the dialogue, so we just pause to skip through it. And yeah, and you'll probably see me do that quite a few times early on in the run.
Yeah, there's a good few places in Ada where it does that. It basically just cancels the end of the dialogue and skips it to the next one.
I see you were expecting me.
Also, Ada with her banger one-liners, as usual. She has quite a lot of them.
Yeah, it's not Resident Evil without quippy one-liners, is it, though?
It's part of the military training at this point. There you go. Sorry, boys. My dance card is full. All right.
It's a pretty good 1-1.
All right. Ooh, that part didn't go too bad. All right. So, Ada has moments where she just likes to walk. You can't reload. You can't do anything. You just have to walk to where you need to go, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And just wait until she's done talking. Other than that, you're just a lot. There's a few waiting segments, but thankfully they're all basically at the beginning, so it's not too bad.
There's one later on that's like quite long.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna pick up this shotgun. So we're gonna try and not use the shotgun until a little later on, because we are going to need shoddy ammo for this section. Just because we do a lot of quick swapping with weapons, and the shotgun at close range is really, really good. I'm just gonna use it the one time here to shoot this guy to activate a cutscene. Oh, excuse me.
That enemy can be quite annoying.
Oh, sorry. There you go. That was he rolled there. I was not expecting.
Did you see that?
Wait, was he on top of my head for a second?
I think he teleported on top of his head.
I don't know what happened there, but sure, we'll accept it.
Are you saying that's never happened before?
Yeah, that's never happened before.
Yay!
I've got 600 hours in this game. I've never seen that.
You have 600 hours in this game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Demented Salad is currently the world record holder for this category, which thank you very much for helping with commentary today. So if you don't know Demented Salad, please go check him out. He's great.
I am more than happy to help.
Thank you. Yeah, he's been a big help when it comes to running and learning this game, because I'm actually super new to this run. I think total I have like 70 hours.
Hey, you're doing a great job.
We're making progress. Things are happening. It's all good. But this run is actually quite fun. I'm not particularly the biggest of fans of RE6. However, it is a decent run.
It
takes a bit for the movement.
Yeah, the movement's a bit awkward to get used to, but it's definitely a really fun run, despite like the story and all that.
All right, so we're gonna do a little bit rolling here. We're just gonna skip this cutscene, and we're gonna wait till she gets down on the floor. So I'm just gonna wait for that. So this is where rolling really pays off, just because this part crawling is a slow crawl, and I mean a slow crawl. So we like to just roll our way out. You can't see anything really, but yeah.
The camera angle's trying to stay on something very specific here, but we're not letting it.
There we go. Yeah.
So
that part crawling takes like 3 minutes almost. It's pretty bad. So yeah, we just roll through everything. All right, time to walk again.
So much for the rescue sub.
Yeah.
The submarine is it's not doing too hot at the moment.
Yeah, it's currently sinking quite heavily right now.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry. So sometimes this the sub will cause you to stumble a little bit. So what we do is we'll often slide into the stumble, or we will roll into the stumble to cause, basically to make sure Ada doesn't fall all over the place, which sometimes that will probably happen because the timing on it is quite weird.
Yeah, it just basically gives you a few iframes so it won't knock you over. You can do it in quite a few areas in all the campaigns.
All right, so yeah, we need to beat the water, even though it doesn't matter how fast you go in this section. You have a little bit of, you get a lot of leeway for this part.
If you mess up really bad though, you will drown. I have messed up some movement before and drowned here.
Oh no. Yeah, it is possible to oh, there we go. It is possible to drown in this section, but thankfully the leeway is quite nice. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to really mess up to drown here.
Yeah. There you go.
Very nice.
Nice. Oh, Ada. Ada, we're outside of the vent,
The exit
sweetheart.
not so graceful.
Yeah, she does that for some reason. There we go. We got the slide. Hopefully we get some good RNG in this run, because this run does have quite a bit of RNG to it. It's not the end of the world RNG, but it is just unfortunate RNG.
Yeah.
You'll notice later on.
It's not like Jake.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories with Jake.
Oh, and
mainly from you.
Yeah, my favorite part of this sub-chapter, the 50 FPS water. For some reason, this little section here puts you to 50 FPS, no matter how good your PC is.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2012 water physics, I guess.
Something like that. All right.
You're a strange one.
Mr. Grinch. All right. So now we are going to be coming up to a swimming section, an underwater section with Ada. How she swims in all this gear and clothes beats me.
Plot armor.
It's gonna take more than a handprint to operate this.
Ada. So sometimes you have to not hold the A button because the A button is also what causes her to go up on ledges or random like things that she can jump over. You'll be running and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, that ledge seems interesting. Let me just jump over that real quick.
Yeah. Ledges and ladders are very sticky in this game, especially on high FPS. Like you will randomly climb a ladder that's 5 foot away from you if you're running near it.
Yeah, it's it will probably happen to me at some point during this run. Oh, okay, that was a weird stumble. Gracious exit indeed. All right. So we're just going to go into this little hole here. I used to do this a completely different way, and I didn't know that hole was there.
Probably should have told you that.
Yeah, it's okay. But now, yeah, it just brings you basically to where you need to go because we had to turn the power on so we could smash this power button? Question mark? Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
I think it's a power button. I don't even know. It's some sort of screen we have to break.
I think. We turned on the power, but that's just a door we need to open to get back.
Yeah, this game has some weird things about it. All right, so let's hope. Oh, sorry. Stumble. All right, so we're just gonna wait for these guys to come down. So this is basically just a time section where we have to answer questions. So I'm just gonna hope they drop something good down there, maybe. Oh, nice.
It would seem not.
We love shotgun ammo. Because we're gonna be needing that.
Worked.
Yeah, same actually. All right. So we have to. Excuse me. So he's gonna shoot at me. That's okay. We're just gonna. Well, I like to just dodge these guys because they don't really. They don't really do much other than they target onto a specific spot, and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna walk around.
Yeah, they'll keep spawning if you keep killing them, and then at some point they'll start spawning like bigger enemies and scarier enemies.
Yeah, and we get some bees. You get some smoke from time. Oh, where are you going?
You get some flies. But basically, you want to just stand up here when answering questions. If you're on the floor when you finish answering a question, it'll just say, no, thank you. Please answer it again.
Yeah. You have to be on this platform for answering the questions, which can take a while. Oh, we have a new friend. Oh, they're synchronized dancing now. Let's go. Wow, that was interesting.
Going for the ballet.
Yeah. All right. Just excuse me, boys. My dance card is full. All right.
We're coming up on the end of this section now. It's just basically waiting out.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I don't get grabbed before I have to go, which does happen from time to time. All right. Oh no! Now they're both on the Oh no! Never mind.
Wait, no.
Okay.
You said one's
oh no! He's going back up.
They're really trying their best.
Okay, so now we're just.
Yeah, they're really going for it. Oh no.
Yep. And the grab right before I have to go. That's okay. We're out. Oh, and that's the end of chapter 1.
It's a good chapter 1.
Yeah, it was not bad. Not bad. Oh, 14:23. Not bad.
It was really good.
All right. Yeah. So the timer technically stops in between chapters. It doesn't really. Basically, we would add up all of our times from the chapters, and then just kind of go from there to total out our actual time.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Unlike many RE games, this game's actually timed via IGT.
Yeah. All right, so chapter 2. Yay.
Your favorite.
I love chapter 2. It's literally the best chapter, and I'm sorry for the shakiness going down the stairs. Like I said earlier, the camera likes to stay in one position generally. All right. So we are going to collect a good amount of ammo here, because if we don't, we might run the chance of not having ammo, and nobody wants that.
Yeah, like, there's very specific sections where you need to have like certain ammo.
All right, so we're just waiting for these two dudes to show up, and they're dead.
Nice.
Easy peasy. And for those who are probably wondering, yes, I did break that lock with my heel.
It's a special
Don't ask
skill.
me how. Ada just has titanium heels, apparently.
Have you seen her kicks?
She does have some pretty powerful kicks.
She's a girl boss.
I would not want to get kicked by. I would not want to get kicked by Ada. That would be one trip to the hospital, probably.
Maybe.
All right. All right. So we just put in a key to the door, but we need 2 more pieces. So we're going to go on a little adventure to get the rest. However, it's not going to be an easy adventure, as it usually is with Resident Evil. Excuse me, Ada, go through the door. Thank you. Yeah, Ada, for some reason, sometimes will get stuck on corners or just stuck on random things, and you're just like, Ada, what are you doing?
To be fair, it's mostly because of the FPS, I guess. It's not as bad as in RE5, because it has invisible walls, but like you still get stuck on a lot of stuff in this if you're not careful.
Yeah. All right, so we got the key. We can. Ada, just unlock the door. My goodness.
You're just showing off the tech, yeah.
Yeah, she loves to bump into doors and anything, and sometimes the confirm button just does not show up. All right. 1, 2. Don't grab me, please. Thank you.
Oh, the iframes.
I got real lucky on that. I was very surprised we didn't get the... for some reason, my sniper didn't stay out there. That's okay. That's okay. We are going to go into this hole here. There you go. Grab another key. So this part, we usually like to do this guy first because we won't get electrocuted twice, and not really fond of getting electrocuted. Not my favorite pastime. There you go.
Fun fact, I only learned this after my run.
Have you tried it?
Getting electrocuted twice?
In general?
A few times, yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
There you go. So we're just going to shoot him real quick because if we don't, he takes forever to get up. He likes to take a nap before he comes to gnaw at our ankles.
I mean...
As one usually does as a zombie, I guess.
He did fall out of a vent. He needs some time.
We're speed running, okay? We have no time. All right. There you go. Oh, he's already down. Aw, we missed him falling. I'm upset now.
Yeah.
The run is ruined. Gotta reset.
If you're early enough, you can watch him fall down, and he'll fall through you if he hits you on the way down.
It's great. I love it. All right, so these guys can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. They like to stay on their side like this or bump into the wall and not cooperate. There we go. He's going to be a problem. There we go. Oh, I don't like this.
Oh?
I don't. Oh.
He might be good. Oh.
No! Yeah, we're going to have to fall.
Yeah.
So these guys, specifically that one, he likes to he likes to just not stick to the wall. So if he does not stick to the wall, Ada, where are you going? He'll fall on the ground, and if he's not stuck to the wall, the floor will collapse, and you have to go do it again. Thankfully, the 2 others should be
they're still good.
Yeah.
The issue with that, there's like a really weird hitbox on that specific wall that you're shooting at. Like, how does that work?
I don't know if that's... you know what? I'm just not gonna... Nope. Just gonna keep going.
It just shouldn't work, and it does. It's such a stupid wall.
It doesn't make sense, really.
Yeah, there are several ways you can do that room, but like all of them are horrible. That is like a big run killer, that part.
Yeah, and thankfully it's at the very beginning of the run for the most part, but yeah, every single time I always struggle with that one specific zombie. This doesn't want to be nice. Hey, wee! I love this part. It's my favorite, with all the zipping and sliding. Great. All right, so... Hey, we need a key. Oh, look at that. It's over here. Let's go on an adventure.
How convenient that they're both stood there looking at you.
I know. Crazy. So, again, let's see. Okay, that's good. That's fine.
Not bad.
Not bad. So this part here, we're going to hope the pipe bomb dude. Oh, excuse me.
You might get it because he hit you. You did.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey! There you go. Sometimes they can be not so nice and end up on... The guy with the grenade, you want him to be up there. You don't want him to be anywhere else, pretty much, because unfortunately, he won't kill the rest of the people or the rest of the zombies with the grenade. It will just... You'll have to manually kill them with everything else. All right. What the heck is going on here? Excuse me.
I've never seen the screamer scream from inside of there before.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, while we're doing this fight, really neat bit of tech that is, I guess, universal to RE6. If you rotate both of the analog sticks, it doubles the movement speed of any QTE.
Very true, very true. It's very useful in a lot of circumstances in this game.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Especially if you're no hope.
All right, buddy. Whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my
whoa.
goodness.
My goodness, they're so aggressive right now.
They're really gunning for you.
Relax.
It's not very often that they do that jump either.
Yeah, that was more, that's never really happened before. Very cool. I'm out of ammo almost.
That's okay.
Barrels. Love for the barrels. Oh, of course. Okay, well, I'm just gonna squeeze right through. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Nice.
You're done. There you go.
It takes one headshot to kill these enemies with the sniper. They're actually really tanky, but for some reason, if you hit them in the head, like, they just die.
Yeah, it's nice when you get the headshot, but yeah, you don't always get the headshot.
Yeah, especially that one, because he really hates being headshot. He will duck out of the way purposely to avoid that.
That happened during my practice. I was like, oh, where are you go? Oh, you're on the floor now.
Yeah, like
very cool.
Some of the zombies in this game have a very strange sense of like how well they move.
It's like they know.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna be very careful here because we're very low on stamina, and rolling through here is not ideal. So as long as we get past these two, we're fine. But yeah, sometimes they can be kind of rude. There you go. Oh, that should be done. No, okay.
There we
yeah,
go.
you see what we mean by they're a little tank. What hit me? What hit me?
There's no one there. And this is our first Whopper that we're going to meet.
You'll be meeting quite a few of them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted, but that's fine.
You're not getting very good RNG with this ammo.
Yeah, no, not really. I would like more shotgun ammo. That would be great, but it is what it is.
It do be what it do be.
So we have both keys. We can just go through here and grab the final puzzle piece for the door. There you go. In this conveniently placed chest. Thank you, Simmons. All right. So we're going to be coming up to the part where we needed a majority of the shotgun ammo. We're going to try our best not to use it as best we can, but before that, we're going to have a little bit of fun with Leon and Helena and Deborah. Good old Debbie. Love her.
Oh, good old Deborah.
Right. Hopefully she's nice. During practice, she was really nice. Very generous lady. Probably not going to be generous today.
Very true.
My guess, anyways. All right. go. Get to cutscene with everybody. There you go.
There we go. Here
yeah.
she is.
Good old Debbie.
The one, the only.
So Deborah has these like tendrils that come out of her back, and we're gonna have to. I'm gonna let her hit me here, and just dump.
She's kind of meant to emulate a spider, like the spider legs, because I think she has like an extra 4 behind her that actually just don't come out fuller.
Yeah, but there are 3 weak points on her tendrils that do come out, and basically the goal is to shoot just the tendrils to continue on. But sometimes Deborah is a little jumpy.
She is
absolutely the best feeling ever.
She's one of the bigger bits of RNG in this run. Like this is where if you fail it, like if you get really bad RNG, your run could probably die if you're on like a really good time.
Yeah. She. I'm hoping she gives good RNG, but it you never know. Guess we'll just have to find out. Whee! I like this little jumpy section. It's always super fun. We're waiting for Helena to pull the lever. Where is she? We don't know. She's taking her sweet time. There she is. There's my girl.
Here we go. And this is where the fight's going to start properly in a second.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Leon. Sometimes Leon can be a little slow there. So this is where like the only part where you kind of have to rely on enemy or like a AI specifically to help you.
And even then, a lot of it just depends on whether Deborah's how she's feeling on the day.
Debbie, you gonna show? There you go. There you go. That's gonna put us down here.
Here we go. And this is where the fight properly starts. Now this is where all the RNG begins.
Can we get some blesses in the chat and hoping Deborah plays nice today?
Some RNG blesses, please.
Yeah. She probably will not be super nice.
Oh, she did give you nice RNG. So basically what Deborah can do here is she can either jump up and then instantly show a weak spot, or she can start doing what she's doing now where she'll start jumping around and then jump onto the field. And
yeah.
Like her RNG can just like range from anywhere between those. Like Kat's getting quite bad RNG now.
Yeah. No, she's gonna jump into the field again.
Yeah.
So this is probably the worst case scenario for RNG, where she just does not want to cooperate at all, and she will start jumping at me.
There are some safe strats for this, but it's like it's also still slow to do. But
yeah.
the main objective of this fight is just to take out the 3 tendrils that are glowing, and there's many different ways to go about it. But
there you go.
Nice, pretty good. She actually kept them open and actually stayed still.
Yeah. So sometimes Leon and Helena will actually close, like they will basically shoot the tendrils before you can, and unfortunately, you don't have time to shoot them. It's really annoying when it happens because it happens quite a lot.
Very true.
Right? We're just doing some DA manipulation right now, some difficulty adjustment manipulation. We're gonna down ourselves real quick. Helena's gonna pick us up. She's gonna give us a good old tap in the chest real quick, because that
helps.
Somehow brings you, that helps. I don't know.
It's just a
we're gonna eat some Tic Tacs real quick.
We do love our Tic Tacs here.
I love how they just have like the similar sound of Tic Tacs and everything.
It's such a weird design feature.
Yeah, it's a strange one, but yeah. So this section is basically an on-rail section. We literally don't have to do anything. We're just waiting for this to come down, and then we're waiting for Leon to get onto the cart. It's basically like the RE4 minecart section.
Yeah.
But we literally don't have to like do anything.
There's basically nothing you can do here to speed it up. Like, even if you shoot all the zombies here, Leon will just stand there and wait.
So we just sit and let things happen. We let Helena do all the work. Thank you, Helena. You're doing great, sweetie.
There we go.
There. So now Leon should be getting on over here, and basically I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna take a nap.
I mean, at least this section is more fun as Leon because he's doing something.
Yeah, Leon, you're actually like putting in the work, whereas Ada's just like, oh, excuse me. I was complimenting you, sir. All right. So they're just gonna do all the work of actually avoiding the pillars up here, where I'm just gonna sit. Yep.
I mean, you know, why duck when you can just lie down?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, here comes
Hi.
Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, girl. So, what Capcom would like to, well, they would like you to believe here is that this isn't an on-the-rails section, and that you actually have to shoot her to do this. But in fact, you can just sit here and do nothing for the next 2 minutes, and the section will complete itself.
Yep. For the most part, I think I'm able to dodge most of this, because she will swing and throw her tendrils around, and we're just kind of like, I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah.
And not do anything, and I'm just gonna, I just feel like rolling, while Leon and Helena are like fighting for their life.
You're just chilling. I mean, like,
oh, sorry. We actually have to do one thing for this section.
Oh yeah. One specific
which
thing.
is one specific thing, and that's it. Nothing else. Coming up right now. Wow! Shoot the drums.
And we're done.
All right. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, that's it. See you guys later. That's the run.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, RE6 definitely enjoys its on-rail sections, especially with, at least I've noticed this with Ada's section quite a bit.
He has a few of them.
Mm-hmm. So, for the most part, we just sit here and let things happen.
If you are low on the ammo, you could get the 3 pots after this fight. Because they usually give me some nice shotgun ammo.
And now Ada... Oh, no, she's... Where is she? Hello?
She'll be here in a second.
Oh, yeah. I forgot there's other drums, but for some reason, those barrels don't mean anything. It's just the one specific barrel. Oh, she gonna actually... I don't know how that doesn't hit me.
Those never hit for some reason. I don't understand why.
All right, so we have to deal with Debbie one more time here. But we only have to shoot her once if my aim is not bad. Oh, yep. Aim is bad. Aim is very bad.
To be fair, the hitbox on that is actually quite bad.
It's a very tiny hitbox.
It is.
And she moves it around a lot, so it can be really easy to miss sometimes. All right, bye, Debbie. Bye-bye.
Wait, no, come back.
No.
You didn't die, see? It wasn't on screen.
It was fine. She got grabbed. It's fine. Helena's dealing with her now.
Exactly. Characters don't die unless it's on screen. We know this.
Exactly. All right. So we are now going to be going into the main section of why we saved all of our shotgun ammo as much as possible. Hopefully they're nice and give me more shotgun ammo in that section, but we'll find out.
It could be. And
right.
here's a whopper guarding the key
Whoppers.
for some reason. And he's just chilling there. There's like 4 of them in this area. We don't see them again for the rest of the run, except for like one little bit.
Yeah. Thankfully, they don't really get in your way too much, but they can be problematic sometimes. There's one of them likes to crawl into the hole you need to crawl into, and you're like, no, but I need to go there. And they're like, no, too bad.
They can also kind of turbo as well, where for some reason they just aggro early out of nowhere.
Yeah. All right.
And here we are.
So in this section, you can literally go to a door and it will activate a cutscene, but instead, we're not going to, we're going to fully ignore that cutscene, and we're just going to do that, which is a lot of ammo switch or weapon switching. I swear I can talk.
We're basically just quick shotting them. The reason we do this is because if you kill these very specific ones, it will skip an entire fight where they will spawn a ton of big shell enemies that are actually really hard to kill.
Yeah. They take a lot of ammo.
Yeah. I don't know how Sol has found this. I it's beyond my comprehension as to why she thought this was possible, but she found it, and I'm just rolling with it.
Oh, thank God. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Looking down on this poor man.
Well, yeah.
There we go.
Pathetic. All right.
We have now skipped the entire fight, which, even if you do this slowly, it is still significantly faster than, like, doing it normally. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty wild how fast, essentially, like, just getting through that with just shooting them, and also way less annoying. Ooh, S rank, let's go.
Nice. That was a very good chapter 2.
Nice, yeah, that's good. All right, you can now purchase skills. No, I am a skillless gamer forever.
You mean you don't want Lone Wolf?
No, I don't want Lone Wolf, actually, even though it's kind of useless.
I don't even know if Ada can use it, like...
Alright. Ada Wong is? Question mark? No,
Where is Ada
Wong? I'm Ada Wong. No, I'm Ada Wong. That's how basically RE6 Ada campaign is. No, I'm Ada Wong. No,
that's the whole preface of RE6, really, when you think about it.
True.
I'm Ada Wong. No, I'm Ada Wong.
Everybody's Ada. Alright. So right now we're just going through the back streets of Weeping China. And thankfully we don't have to deal with many enemies. However, we can trip and fall.
Yeah, there are many instances where you can like fall over dead people or enemies, and you'll just stagger over them, and it's not exactly slow, but it's kind of annoying to do.
Yeah, they put the bodies right in a very like inconvenient spot too, so like they right on the edge, and if you kind of hit it a little too much, like if you're a little too close, like it will still. Oh, Ada. That will kind of happen. It will be something like that, pretty much.
Let's see the sticky walls again.
Yeah, but yeah, it's basically if you're a little too close, like your touch, the hitboxes touch a little bit, you will trip and fall just like that. But thankfully, it's not too bad. I'm gonna not run through there because Ada is magnet.
Very true.
There you go. Yeah, this chapter is probably like the worst chapter for it too, when it comes to Ada just wanting to jump on anything that she's close to while you're holding down A.
Oh, 100%. Like basically any area where it's just a small enclosed space and multiple things you can climb, you can have a bad time.
Yeah. There you go. Whew. I love being chased. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, please don't kill me. All right, hopefully I get this slide here. There you go. Yeah, sometimes if you slide a little too early there, she'll decide she wants to crawl instead.
Have you seen this part on co-op?
I've done this part on co-op. It's very barren for the person who plays the other character.
For anyone who doesn't know, the person who plays co-op with you, they can't open doors or do anything, so they just teleport around the place while you're running around and doing flips and tricks.
You're doing all the cool stuff while your co-op partner's just like, yeah, this is okay, I guess.
Yeah, they're just along for the ride.
Yep. All right. Hopefully. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Don't hit me, please. This guy, so he can go down in 5 shots, or he can go down in okay. Okay.
Yeah, this fight is very like having low DI in this fight is very important because it's the difference between going down in like 6 shots or taking 1,000,000.
Yeah.
And the zombies being around you also really do not help matters.
No, they can grab you, and then unfortunately, if you get tapped while they're holding you,
you die.
Oh, please. Yeah. I'm trying not to die here.
Because the thing is with zombies in this game, it's not like many other Resident Evil games where they have like an actual lunge animation. If you're near them when they're holding their hands out, they will grab you if you walk within their range. There is no dodging it.
Oh, shotgun ammo.
Nice. Good fight as well.
That was, yeah, I do not like this guy. We have to deal with him quite a few times on this chapter as well, like right now.
Yeah, this chapter is basically his story.
Yeah, it's the life of what I don't even know what the enemy is called.
Oh, it's a really weird name. Hang on.
I mean, we have characters that are named Whopper.
I mean, true.
In this, so I would not be surprised how strange it would be.
It's called Ubeastfo.
Obeastfo? What?
Ubeastfo.
Obeastfo. Oh, what? Sure.
Listen, the RE6 enemies are just very, very strangely named, okay?
A little bit. Just a touch. All right, he's coming back. Basically, this whole section here, we just have to dodge him. We don't actually have to, like, do anything. We just alley-oop back and forth until basically this is done, because it's all on a timer. We're just waiting for it to crash, and then we can continue the fight.
This part on co-op is also very painful because Agent can't do any of these tricks. He has to slide and hope.
Poor Agent. Pour one out for Agent, because Agent just gets absolutely destroyed on this section.
Yeah, he's in for a rough time anywhere.
Oh.
That could have gone badly. Nice.
Whew. That was, yeah, so basically we want to shoot him. We want to do a lot of weapon swapping there, so that way we can shoot him as fast as possible to activate this cutscene. Otherwise, we're just kind of, running around in circles until he's done. Oh, shotgun ammo.
Yeah, there's a few time sections in this game, but this is one of the few ones where you actually have to damage him enough before the next thing goes off. And you'll know this sequence is finished as soon as the BSA start talking, yeah.
Yeah. So now we're just kind of dodging him. We don't have to do any damage to him because it's basically done. We're just waiting for the train to show up. There we go.
And then we get to send
I don't know how he hit me there. This cutscene kind of makes no sense because he'll be like a mile away from you, and it's just like, oh yeah, he's hitting you now.
And then you send him over to Jake and Sherry's campaign. He has a nice little fight with them.
Yeah. And we're going to have to save them a little bit. A little bit of helping. Somewhat.
We did cause it.
True. Alright. So we're just going to have a Michael Bay moment real quick. Whee! Explosions! Who doesn't love explosions? Alright. Okay. We're good. We're actually doing pretty good for time right now. Doing pretty good. All right. So now we're going to be helping Jake and Sherry here real quick. They're kind of trapped on a boat, and we're going to try and assist them a little bit by getting rid of some enemies. All right. We're just going to do that, reload, and we're going to shoot these flying boys out of the air. Where are they?
Sometimes they just don't spawn.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm not complaining. We're going to wait until they jump.
You can have up to 4 enemies there that spawn, and sometimes none of them will spawn at all.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Usually they spawn there. That's so weird. Okay. Well, since we're reloaded and ready to go, we're just going to wait for our best friend making another entrance.
Oh my god, it's him.
I love Beastfo. I just learned about his name 2 minutes ago, but I love him. Oh, okay. We're going over there.
Yeah, this entire section is just damage him enough to the point where it moves to the next thing.
Really quick, what was his name again?
Beastfo?
Beastfo. Like
Beastfo.
Beastfo.
Beastfo? Beastlow?
Maybe
Beast get low?
You Beastfo, not Beast. I don't know.
I'm just saying the quality of difference in names. Earlier there's an enemy named Hubert, and now we have Uveastvo.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just gonna... Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. They just took care of everything.
Cleaned up.
They cleaned up for me. Thank you. I love that. Less work for me.
Yeah, you can either just run off here and wait for them, or like, because sometimes they'll take ages to go onto that boat if there's enemies around, but sometimes they'll just clean up on their own. The AI just kind of do what they want.
Yeah, it's... I just can't miss the one part. My favorite part of this chapter.
This part, man. This is the sole reason Kat runs this.
The only reason I run this. Oh my god. They're struggling over here. Yeah, so right now we're just kind of waiting for Jake and Sherry over here to bring the boat. As you can see, there's something swimming in the water just over in the distance. I'm not sure what that could be. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, totally fine.
This section is a little RNG in the fact that, as you can see, Jake isn't driving the boat here. He's just kind of stood still. The AI isn't very well made in this game. It's 2012.
My favorite part is
he's meant to.
Just Jake, he always gets hit here for some reason.
Yeah, if he's not driving the boat, he will always get hit here.
Get wrecked, Jake.
It is slower for him to not drive the boat. You can manipulate it, but I mean, you can't miss out on that.
Oh no, that's my favorite part. I can't take that away.
That's core speedrunning tech.
Exactly. All right, so now we're just waiting. Oh, what is this? What could that be? Oh, it's our best friend. At it again.
Funnily enough, if you're playing as Jake and Sherry, that doesn't happen. He can glitch inside the boat and just go under it.
You know what? I would love that. That'd be great. Again, less work for me.
Oh, it's not. You have to wait for him to come back up and do it again.
Oh no, not again. All right, so right now we're just waiting for the boat to kind of bring itself over to the killer propellers. They're fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're completely safe. Like, nothing bad's going to happen. Look,
the ship's definitely not going in that direction.
Sherry.
Oh, Sherry.
Every time.
Sherry, there's propellers.
Look behind you.
I guess I'll save you, Sherry. Pain in my side. All right.
Ever since RE2, useless, I'm telling you.
She does cause me quite a bit of grief in RE2, especially classic.
She causes me grief in every game she's in.
Love Sherry. Definitely don't enjoy when she decides to not cooperate, though. Which is often always.
Love to hate Sherry.
Yeah,
that was great. Nice, that movement. You can get stuck there really easily because of that camera change.
All right, and that's the end of chapter 3.
That was also a really nice chapter 3.
Yeah, that was really good. 1150, nice. We take that. Earned a dog tag. Argology. So for new game runs of this game, we do actually have to have a backup save. So anytime we want to reset, we usually put it to read only, but for crashing purposes, for marathons, I took it off read only, which would help with resets. But if you're resetting normally, you would have to re-put the old save file back in and manually do that every single time you want to reset. Very, very annoying.
Yeah, it's a simple fix, but like doing it every time you have to reset can get really annoying. But it's just how a lot of the old games kind of did it in those days. Like RE5 is the same.
Yeah, RE5 also is pretty bad for that too.
But you can actually run RE5 without a save full stop if you're doing new games, so that's really nice.
Nice. There you go. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, can I have my... Are you good? There. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? I prefer you being on that side.
You just shut the door on me.
Yeah, he shut the door on me, but you know what? I'll take it. All right. So right now we're just collecting 3 passcodes. We're going to need them for a door later on, but this section can be kind of a toss-up on whether or not you'll have good spawn locations for the... for the second passcode. Because sometimes that passcode can get away from you a little easily.
Quite literally.
Quite literally, yes. All right. Excuse me, fellas. Oh, wait. I almost skipped the door. I just did not see it. There we go. Oh, hello. There we go.
I'm surprised that didn't kill him.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, too. The shotgun is quite questionable.
Yeah, the shotgun
there we
is...
go. Oh. Well, there it goes.
Oh.
I guess this is my life now.
You're never getting that back.
No.
Well, I guess the run's
we'll
over.
Just have to reset and come back another day.
Oh.
No, Ada, you and your... Whoa.
The funny thing about that enemy that just stole is that he spawns all around this ship, and
yeah.
The game technically wants you to go find him a different way than what we're doing, but because we've completely ignored him, the game has gone, hey, come back, and it brings him over to us.
Yeah. So, and sometimes. Hold on. Are they dead? Oh, you're not dead.
Oh, there we go.
What do they drop? Oh, skill points, you.
You mean you don't want skill points?
No, I don't. I want to be a skillless gamer forever. That's my ultimate goal. Yeah, so you can see like a little bit that he's like squirming around. You can kind of see him a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. We're just waiting for the fire to
You
go.
might actually go into the... Oh, wait.
No, thank you.
There we go. He's dead. He has so much RNG, that enemy, but it's not bad RNG as such. He's always in this immediate vicinity.
There you go. Shoot him in the knee, and then we want to pick up the final passcode. That's actually pretty decent. Sometimes we can get really bad luck on Buddy here. Thankfully,
yeah, it was a pretty good,
where am I? Okay, we're good.
You inside the door.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
the camera angles, I'm telling you.
We've said the camera angles are something to be desired, okay? I mean...
I love it. I love the camera angles. They are my favorite in the whole entire series. Definitely my best the best camera angle in the franchise. I love the angle. It's great.
And here coming up is your favorite little 20-30 second section.
Yeah. All right, so we finally got all the passcodes, and now
2 seconds to ourselves.
no, you can't get 2 seconds to yourself. So right now we're just kind of waiting until all this dialogue cuts through. We're really staring at that elevator button because we really need to know that that's what we need to press. Just so you know. But yeah, so right now we're just kind of waiting until our doppelganger shuts up a little bit. All right. Any day now, Koala. He is not impressed.
It's quite a long section. We're just stood here waiting at the elevator.
Even though we could just press it and continue the conversation, but no, we have to have it here. There we go. All right, so this section, huh? We're gonna open this door. We're gonna actually bump into Chris. Hey, buddy. Ada, wait. Ada, no, don't wait for anybody. We're gonna have to get this door real quick before it closes. Thankfully, we have a power slide that just gets us through that. It's barking up the wrong tree, Chris. All right, we're just gonna skip through here.
This is one of my least favorite sections of the game.
You're basically Metal Gear Solid meets Ada. That's essentially what this section is. You just avoid the spotlights.
This one's easy to avoid, though, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, the second one, however, is quite... you might get hit, you might not get hit.
Sid is quite the specimen, that particular part.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you around.
Oh, I think I'm going in the right way, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
The camera can sometimes get turned around a bit here. We can't crawl. We have to basically just let this section... there you go. Now we can crawl. Takes a while before it's like, yeah, you can finally go through here like this. It's cool, but it takes like about 20 seconds to do that.
There's a really specific tech you can do to blow yourself up and knock yourself halfway through the vent, but it's horrible to do.
Yeah, I was not down to learn that last minute, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way.
I'm not down to learn it now.
Yeah, after you telling me the horror stories of it, I'm like, no, you know what? Maybe I'll pass. More searchlights, huh? All right. My butt
I thought you were
got
safe
caught.
there.
I thought it was safe too. I was like, oh, yay, that's fine. Cool. No, my
Ada's behind.
butt Yeah, it just got a little too in the way there. It's okay though.
Can't believe this.
Yeah. Usually you'd have to wait there anyways if you don't want to get caught, but
yeah. That part's really hard anyway because the hitbox on the spotlight is really weird. Like you can be inside it or like it can be kind of far away from you, but it'll still notice you if you move. It's a very weird hitbox.
Yeah. All right. So I don't have any of that. That's fine.
I will admit, I died here earlier accidentally.
There you go. Yeah, so these guys are a one-shot kill. You don't have to really worry about them too much. You just shoot them once and you carry on like normal. And you're good.
Yeah, if you miss at all, they will jump on you and you basically just fall through the vent and Chris puts a gun at you and you're dead, that's it.
Yep. All right. We're almost there, I think. There you go. Where are we? I can't see. Yes, rolling in this game can be very awkward because it doesn't show you exactly where you need to be. It's just, yeah, we're going to stare at this wall real quick.
Yeah, a lot of it is just guesswork.
Pretty much. All right, so we just, get through the hole. Oh!
Whoa.
I got a little nervous there, not going to lie. Please don't crash. That's the last thing I want to deal with on
Don't let
GDQ.
it end like this.
Yeah, please don't.
Alpha team, this is HQ.
All right. Time for the mail monster.
Yeah, the best part of the run, the entire section where we have to fight a massive glob of mayo.
Yep. And I might have to do a bit of a retry, which isn't the end of the world because the retry point is like exactly where we need to be anyways. But there is a point where we might have to do that.
Yeah, there's a very specific tech we do at the end of the sub-chapter. It's kind of hard to do. But
yeah, so retrying, you're usually, it's faster to usually just retry than it is to actually do it the normal way that the game wants you to do. So the intended way. No, we're not doing it the intended way, which is just super slow.
So, for anyone who doesn't know here, our doppelganger, aptly named Carla, thinks she's Ada, and she injected herself in with a massive dose of the C virus. So, this turned her into this massive, ugly monster, and she's trying to take down Ada because she believes she's the real Ada.
No, I'm Ada Wong.
And we're like,
I'm Ada Wong.
We're like, I'm Ada. What do you mean? Oh, sticky hitbox again.
Yeah, I'm like super far away, but somehow magnets. Oh, hello, Carla.
Yeah.
Carla, honey.
Yeah. Carla spawns extra little mayo Carlas, I guess.
Yeah. She loves to get in the way, just ever so slightly. And also, we're waiting to open the door for our so-and-so co-op partner, but we don't have any, so there's just an awkward animation of Ada holding open the door for nobody.
You know, I don't even know if they were there in the original before her co-op campaign was released. They must have had to add those in, surely.
Yeah, no, they like I said before, like they added the co-op situation for this game quite late into development, so it feels a little unfinished for Ada's section, but
yeah, the issue is with her co-op, they would have had to basically remake the game, and I don't believe Capcom would be bothered doing that.
No.
Like, why add someone in for the entire game and all the cutscenes when you can just throw him in there?
Alright. So this part, if you go backwards even the slightest bit, yeah, you will die.
You will get eaten. Like, there is no margin for error in that particular corridor at all.
No. No leeway for us, unfortunately.
And, here coming up is the tech that we were just talking about. Might have to try him, but hopefully not.
Hopefully she's nice. Hopefully we do it one shot, first try. Let's go.
Try. So basically what we're trying to do here is, as Carla spawns, we're trying to hit the little canisters behind her as her hitbox spawns in, making it so he dies instantly, more or less. Because as she's spawning in, her hitbox doesn't spawn in for a while. Nice.
There we go.
There we go.
First try, let's go!
Very good. That was really good.
Yes! Oh, so you have basically the whole thing is, yeah, the hitbox isn't solidified yet, so basically we're just trying to get the grenade, the explosive arrows before she completely solidifies, so we don't have to do it normally. We just hit the canisters, and then you're done.
Yeah, it's kind of a tight hitbox, but once you get it down, it's really easy to do.
Yeah. Once you get like the rhythm of it, it takes a few tries. And you'll repeatedly hear, "I hate you! I'll kill you!"
She's already dead.
Yeah. All right, so now we're just going through another on-rail section, which is just protecting Leon, while Leon is apparently struggling. There's too many of them, but I don't see any.
Where are they? I mean, you just killed them all.
Yeah, I know.
This part you can use actually quite a bit of time on this part because this entire section basically just it depends on whether Leon walks to the specific area to the left or not. If he doesn't, it's pain. Like there you go.
He just sits there quite often, but thankfully he's moseying his way over slowly.
You know, if you got bad RNG when Helena goes, this sucks.
Yeah. She really just likes to drill it in that this sucks.
I mean, it does.
Specifically that part. All right, so this part we just have to shoot down 4 helis, and that's pretty much it. There's not really too much going on here. It's a lot of just spray and pray, and then get to the very end. Unfortunately, Simmons will probably give us a bit of grief, but it's okay.
That's par for the course.
I can't see anything. I like how they're shooting missiles, but where are the missiles going? They're like hitting themselves.
Yeah, they're not even facing towards us.
Yeah, but somehow the missiles are, they're just hitting themselves with them. Quite funny. There we go. And now the final one. Oh, there we go. Oh, they actually got that one.
Yeah, that one did come behind them. I think.
Oh, look, they're aiming. They're doing something.
They're shooting them from the sides.
They're trying.
They're trying.
All right. So now we're just waiting for this part where we're just gonna chuck a bunch of missiles into them.
Yeah, the the preface behind this fight is that it's meant to be a little difficult. You're meant to move around, not get killed. But we just shoot it 4 times with the rocket and it dies.
Very simple, very easy.
Very
simple.
Love
that for us. All right, Simmons. So we're just gonna wait till he gets into his pterodactyl dinosaur Dino Crisis mode.
Did you not know this is a Dino Crisis remake?
I think you mean Exoprimal.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Exoprimal. That's the one.
So this fight is actually really interesting in the fact that Simmons technically doesn't take damage when he's in his dino form. The main progression for the fight happens when he's in his human form. He has a stagger bar that turns him into a human, but he only takes true damage when he's in his human form. And he actually, even in human form, he still takes reduced damage until you knock him onto one knee. They really wanted to hammer in the fact that this man does not die in this fight.
He just takes a whole... Oh, geez. Okay,
Nice.
That was loud. That was pretty good, though.
That was really good.
I think I'm on PB pace.
You
Not
might
gonna
very
lie.
well be.
I'm pretty sure I'm on PB pace. I'm here for it.
You you can basically one cycle each cycle of this fight, except this part. This is like a it's just an on the rails thing again, where you just shoot him to stop him killing Helena and Leon. But you need to do a very specific amount of damage to him in his human form, and then kill him again when he transforms back into his dino form, and the fight will end. If you don't one cycle the second phase that's coming up after this, the fight's like an extra 2 minutes.
It's a very long segment if you're not too careful.
Very true.
All right. Jeez. There we go. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm so sorry.
Clearly, I mean, look what's just happened here now. You did this.
Yeah, this is all my fault.
All random AI.
Honestly, this is technically a lot of Ada's fault.
Very true, actually.
So technically, it is my fault.
Yeah.
All right. We're just gonna get him in his human form here, hopefully, if he decides to cooperate.
So once he's in his human form, Cat's gonna wait until he's on one knee. Like he only takes extra damage when he's there, and because of the position he's in, Leon might actually start punching him. Maybe. Maybe. Is he gonna? There we go.
And we get him in his.
Once he's on one knee, Cat's going to start spamming rockets at him. Because if you spam him any other time with the rockets, he basically takes no damage. So that's definitely enough to put him into. He has 1 HP now, basically.
Yeah.
So the next time he transforms,
pretty much done.
Yeah, it's a very good fight, to be fair.
It's a very loud section, by the way, so I apologize if you can barely hear us. The gun gets a little loud.
I don't know what it is with Capcom and loud gun sections. They're obsessed.
They love the loud noises.
There we go.
There
Nice.
we go.
A good fight.
Hey, later, Simmons.
See you later, loser.
All right, so now we're back. We're still not done with the heli. We got a few more things to do with it, aka we have to save the civilians that end up dying anyways. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure they're just exhausted from the long day of zombies, attacking them. They're definitely not dead.
Yeah, they're just lying down resting in a little bit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's it.
This section is basically just kill every enemy in the area, and if you miss one, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Because sometimes they'll be off in the distance. And you're like, where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, some of them can be really weirdly off camera because of the angle that they're on.
Yeah. There we go. Explode him, and then oh wow, what a perfect event of things to happen.
Did you just set up the fight for Leon and Helena? That's crazy.
Exactly. We're just setting up everything for everybody else. All right.
What a coincidence.
There you go. And now we get our favorite Whoppers.
Oh my god, it's like there's 2 points. I don't even understand why they're in this part.
They love Whoppers.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what the.
I honestly would not want a Whopper chasing after me. They look pretty menacing.
How big was the one Whopper's shirt before he transformed? Because one of them's not wearing the shirt, the other one has it really stretched. I'm wondering what was that shirt made out of.
Oh God knows, honestly.
Burger King Whoppers.
Oh, of course.
It's like the Hulk's pants, they just stretch.
Oh, of course.
The one guy did have a yellow and red mustard t-shirt.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
Yeah. Made out of Whoppers.
Oh, of course.
I guess that's it then.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that chapter, or that part of the chapter anyway.
I still don't understand why you have to wait after killing them all for so long.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. You're they're all dead. Can I please carry on? No, I have to sit here and wait for a cutscene. All right, cool.
It's not like any more of them are going to come climb up while you're landing.
I'm actually quite surprised that there isn't. Oh, look.
Yeah,
we tried to save them. Yeah, they're sleeping. They're just
fine.
Really, really tired. All right, so now we're up to the final boss fight with Simmons, where he's no longer Dino, he is now Dog.
Doggo Simmons? Crazy.
Doggo Simmons with crazy banana gun that he just so happens to have. I like to call it a banana gun anyways.
A railgun with bananas in it, that's mad.
Yeah, look at that. Look at all those bananas. Banana gun. All right. Thank you. All right.
And
don't shoot me with your bananas.
We basically just sit here for a bit. This is literally just a timed event.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna avoid him, or try my best to avoid him, and just wait until he's done freaking out so we can move on to the next section. Sometimes we'll get hit. It's fine. Since it's all timed anyways.
Yeah, we're basically just waiting for Leon and Helena to finish climbing a rope. We're kind of stuck here until that's done.
Yeah. And they take a while to climb, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, AI, Leon, and Helena are so slow.
You're telling me.
Like,
all right.
As a general rule, like when you're playing as them, if you time it perfectly, you can basically just climb infinitely, like really fast. But
yeah, all right. Is he gonna charge? It should be done here.
oh yeah, it's usually after he says Ada.
Yeah. There you go. And now we gotta start doing damage to him. We want to just basically do as much damage as possible. All right.
Nice.
Oh,
guy.
He's just getting absolutely obliterated with explosive. He's fine. Oh, excuse me.
Oh wow, Leon and Helena are destroying him.
They're actually being helpful. Let's go.
Sometimes a zombie can actually spawn behind them because they're like on the opposite platform. If a zombie doesn't spawn, they will help you a lot. If not, then you're kind of screwed.
A little bit. All right, so that's the second section of this, and now it's a lot of just doing damage. Or I think now we're just waiting for them to climb the rope, and so we're just gonna take the liberty to just kill some zombies.
Might as well try and get some extra ammo.
Yes, some extra ammo would be nice.
Because this next part is an ammo sink.
Yeah, it takes a little while to get Simmons to just fall over and push Leon off a ledge. Come on, you two. I'm surprised they're just doing that with nothing but their arms.
Honestly, it's insane. I couldn't do that.
That's pretty impressive, honestly. You'd have to put a little bit of your legs into that, no?
I just don't think Capcom could be bothered doing the legs.
Maybe. I don't think unless you have incredible upper body strength, I've never seen anybody just full willingly climb a rope like that.
I mean, to be fair, have you seen Leon? I mean,
yeah, true. You know, you're right. You know what? You're right.
I bet Leon could really do anything he wanted to at this point.
Yeah, probably. We're just gonna have a wholesome moment with Ada and Leon. You know, Leon's gonna protect Ada. Protect the waifu.
Ada must be protected at all costs.
Yep. We love Ada. Protect her. Yes. There we go. I'm gonna listen for Helena. Is she gonna shoot?
Yeah, Helena can just sometimes not shoot here. And if she doesn't, then you have to restart checkpoint because during this sequence here, while Simmons is giving Leon a lecture for some reason, they can damage his final boss form until he starts transforming into Doggo again.
Yeah. So basically right now we're just kind of hoping that Helena's shooting, and she is, so we're good. Ada's gonna get protected. Leon would definitely be dead in this scenario, not gonna lie, especially right now.
Leon trained his back every single day.
Yeah.
That is some Kevlar.
Either the Kevlar or the insane back muscles are just bulletproof at this point.
So this entire fight here is basically just railing Simmons until he dies.
Yeah, it's a lot of just shooting and hoping. Yeah, we have no shoddy ammo. That's unfortunate. All right, well, whatever. You know what? You know what I do got, though?
Those fire nades.
There you go.
So Simmons has two phases in this fight, technically. He can take damage to 0 before he goes into phase 2, if you're fast enough. And as you can see here, he's now going into phase 2 when he starts doing a little laugh at Ada for some reason. I don't know. Ada. I don't know why they made it like this, but he's completely invulnerable while he's in that state. I think it's just basically saying, hey, he's nearly dead. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Nice.
Very quick.
There's a good
very
fight.
quick. So, Leon, beg for your life. I'm just gonna sit here and watch you. Beg for your life. Yep, exactly. All right. Well, I guess I'll help out. I can't always get your way, Simmons. That's not how the world works. All right. There you go. And she just drops him off and hopes that he's dead. Doesn't really double check, and also just leaves Leon. Like, okay, bye. Thanks for saving my life, but I'm gonna go now. I got other things to do, like laboratories to explode. So this is pretty much the end of the run here. So we're gonna be coming up on time very, very shortly. I kind of want to skip the end cutscene, but I also don't.
I think you beat my PB.
So.
Yeah, skip it.
I know I'm probably on PB pace right now, so
right now it's like 1:15:30, 1:15, 1:16.
Have you been counting? I was gonna.
It's on the screen.
I was gonna reckon count. Oh yeah, but that's RTA, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but IGT's would be less.
Oh yeah.
I have like a 1:20 IGT. She watches the final cutscene.
It's 7 in the morning. Okay.
And time.
All right, let's see what the IGT was.
All right, we're skipping.
Let's see.
Nice.
PB, let's go!
If
Nice.
you want to, you can very quickly go check out your time if you want to go through chapter select. It shouldn't take too long to do, but...
Wait, that means I have to redo this run. I have to go back into this category.
You forced him.
Hey. Yeah, there we go. That's awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you don't know, again, who I am, my name is CatLink. I stream on Twitch. Twitch.tv/CatLink if you want to come check it out. I do a lot of horror game speedruns, mainly a lot of RE titles, Silent Hill, indie game horror, dark fantasy sort of games. They're all my jam. I love it. So if you want to come check that out, I would really appreciate it. Also, please go check out the Demented Salad. He runs this game. He is far better at this game than I am. And he's been actively running it for quite some time. So also go check him out. Thank you again for commentating and all that.
Hey, no worries.
Appreciate
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And thank you as well to Ignite for having me on.
Of course.
And GDQ. And thank you, Richard.
Richard is great. That was a good run. Let's see the IGT. Let's see what you actually got, though, while we're still here.
Yeah, let's... I'll get a timer calculator to add it all up. I'm ready.
For people who don't know about RE6, it uses all in-game time, and you can see what you got in every chapter throughout the game's kind of chapter select. So even if you don't have the best computer, it doesn't really matter because IGT.
Okay, 1423.
1423, 2033.
2033.
Yeah, 1150.
1150.
All right, 1144.
1144.
And 1617.
1617. Let's add that up. That is 114.47.
Let's go!
Oh,
go!
Now I'm kicked out of the top 3. I had a 119.
Top 3! Woo! Sorry, guys.
It's expected. It's expected. Well, that's more the reason. If you want to watch more CatLink do RE6, you can find her at that link in chat. Twitch.tv/CatLink. A lot of fun stuff there. But yeah, thank you once again for doing the run, and it was fun stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. I don't usually have chat open, so if I missed your message, don't be insulted. I just close chat for concentration reasons. But thank you, everybody, for watching in chat. I really, really do appreciate it.
Well, it clearly paid off.
Yeah.
It was very good run.
Hopefully we'll be able to see more RE6 from you, and thank you again for doing the run. Before we head on off, either of you have anything else you would like to add?
If you want to come check out RE6, there is a speedrun page for it. You can also join the RE Speedruns Discord. There's a bunch of stuff in there for it. People in there will help you out. Yeah, anything to add, Kat?
Yeah, and we're always willing to help you out if you're looking into why something's not working or you want to know something about strats. You know, we have lots of really helpful people in the RE6 Discord and just in general for people who speedrun this game. Are all very nice people. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, thank you for having me. And I hope everybody has a good night.
Yeah. All right. Well, that being said, that was a long show. I pretty much ran 2 shows today. We had the Thrifty Terror earlier. We had Speedruns from the Crypt now. And I hope that you all enjoyed this extra long horror episode. This has been Speedruns from the Crypt, the bi-weekly horror hotfix. We're going to be back in about 2 weeks. Not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. Bi-weekly means every other, so just keep that in mind. We always have fun, spooky games here. I have been your host, Icdisis. Not only do I run a lot of games, but I organize these shows. Quite often I talk about what goes on with them, and I do hope that you enjoyed both the runs tonight and all the runners. If you'd like to check me out personally, you can find me somewhere down here. I never know exactly where it is, but you can find me on Icdisis pretty much everywhere, so that's a good place to check. As well, before we go, I just want to say that if you're watching this over on YouTube, come stop by. Come over to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick if you're interested in looking at our live content starting most weeknights around 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. That being said, we're going to go rate another channel. So with that being, have a great rest of the day and or night. I was repeating myself, so have a good one.